Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's up, everybody? Wow, we actually started exactly on time today. Look at that. The stars are aligning because Neo being on time for one of his streams, that's like a rare Pokemon sighting, right? What's going on, people? What's up? Can you all see me? Most importantly, can you all hear me? Test. How's the level sound, y'all? Is the music overpowering the voice? Vice versa. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Oh shit, there go the comments. Damn, y'all coming in early today. That's what's up. Oh, we already got a super chat too. All right. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Happy Saturday, gang. Currently checking in from the great state of New York. It is 6:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where y'all tuning in from? Seen a lot of the homies in the chat. Oh, wow. Look at that. Lucky Diamond. Bright and early. Shout out to you, brother. We got Ghost Fixter in the chat. Ryazaki Koizumi. Rescue Squad Culp. Help me 100. I don't know if this is the 100th time you've asked for help, but apparently nobody's coming, man. Damn. What a shame, man. But it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get yourself out of trouble. We got Dimwit Monkey in the chat. Oi, back to you, bruh. We got Anonymous. Definitive edition. And then we got Flame. Wow, surprisingly, Flame didn't start off the chat on a bad note. Look at that, man. That's what I call growth, man. We got Rhino in the chat. Yeah, what's going on, brother? What's up, Angel? How you doing? Oh, here we got Gabe coming through. There's an Ask Neo. Yeah, man, we do this every Saturday. Where you been at, bro? You've been playing too much of that Old Republic, man. Let's see. Oh, we got the homie Asbel Launch checking in. What's up? We got Zach Rodriguez, Amazing JD. We got Blue Senshi 19, Arson Locke. Every time Neo live streams, I'm always cooking. Well, that's exactly why I live stream Arson Locke, because I want to keep you company while you're cooking. What are you cooking tonight, man? And are you going to share with the rest of the people in this stream, man? You can't be cooking for yourself and then leaving us here to... Man, that's some fucked up shit, bro. I'm here putting on a show. You eating and you ain't even offering me not even a drink, not even a morsel. Oh, God, you know what? You figure out who your people are in times like this. Let's see, we got Jaziel Hernandez. What's going on, brother? Gotta give a dislike for the memes. Please don't ban me. Well, you see, the thing about dislikes is that shit is going away soon, man. We'll definitely touch on that later. Ooh, we got the homie Don Otaku in the chat. What's up, bro? I don't see Doki Doki Literature Club in the video title. Yeah, that's right, man, because this is not a Doki Doki stream. No Monica, none of them people, bro. Let's see who we got. We got Luis Mayorga. What's up, bro? We got Oblivion81. Oh, hey, we got the homie Chris in the chat. What's good, my guy? What's up? NKDN182. We got Chaos Smite. We got POTC 3000. What's good, y'all? We got, oh snap, Colin, my boy, is checking in. What's good? We got the homie Fear No Hate. What's up, bro? What's up? All right, and we are all caught up, so we might as well just get this intro out of the way. Welcome everybody to another fantastic and fabulous episode of Ask Neo. If y'all are tuning in for the very first time, Ask Neo is my weekly Q&A series that this is so weird. We've been on a consistent basis for the past couple of weeks, man. Every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you guys ask your questions. I answer them to the best of my ability within a somewhat reasonable, timely fashion. The only thing I'm really going to pimp out today is going to be the video description, you guys. Those are links to all my social media outlets from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, our amazing Discord community run by Shut Up Gabe. And yeah, if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, that's where I'm the most active, where I post all the spicy memes, and evidently people think I'm thirsty on Twitter. Someone's gonna bring that up in the comment section today, but no, I am very much so quenched my thirst today. So I don't know what these dudes on here talk about, spreading slander and bullying me on Twitter, man. It'd be your own people. What did I say? But yeah, you guys, we're just gonna dive into these questions, but I've noticed we have got a couple of super chats to start the stream. Thank you guys so much for that. For those wondering, super chats are a great way to support the channel. It helps keep the show going and all that good stuff, in addition to having your questions answered with priority, because there's a ton of y'all amazing people in here, and I try my best, but I'm only one person, and I want to get through every single question if I can. So yeah, let's just start with the first super chat while Gabe is gonna explain this supposed thirsty Neo that happened this morning, which it did not anyways. So we've got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Blue Senshi 19. Thank you so much for your support, bro. After a long wait, I'm finally getting my PC this Thursday, and the first game I'm getting is Horizon 5. Oh, okay. I thought my brain immediately went to Horizon Forbidden West for whatever fucking reason. But then I'm like, wait, that game's not out yet. He must be talking about Zero Dawn. Wait a minute. No, there's another Horizon 5. It's Forza Horizon 5. I'm just so used to people saying Forza Horizon 5 because, like I said, my brain, two Horizons. Forza Horizon Xbox, regular Horizon PlayStation. So yes, his first game is going to be Forza Horizon 5 and Halo. Any other recommendations, Neo? Thanks. Well, congratulations, Blue Senshi. I know getting this PC was an ordeal. Anybody ordering technology during this pandemic is it's a fucking struggle, man. So congratulations that you're finally getting your rig, man. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it, because like I said, scalpers are going to scalp, and just the insane price hikes we're seeing on some of these parts. It's crazy. But yeah, as far as PC recommendations, honestly, a blanket recommendation I always give is any game that you're interested in playing on PC, even if it's a multiplat, try playing it on PC just to pimp out the graphical fidelity, the amazing frame rates, the higher resolutions, the world detail. Like, I remember the first time I got a gaming rig, this was in 2011. One of the first games I booted up was Bulletstorm, right? And my only experience playing Bulletstorm at the time was a demo on Xbox 360. But when I played that on PC, bro, it was like a night and day difference. The 60 frames per second, the 1080p resolution, it was literally like, whoa, what have I been doing with my life? So yeah, I definitely recommend trying out all of the multiplats. Games on consoles that don't have 60 frames options, try them out on PC. Trust me, you're going to be blown away. But in terms of like general recommendations, try a lot of games that aren't available on consoles. So PC is the home for RTS titles. PC is the home for a lot of strategy games in general, a lot of MOBAs. So if you're interested in those games like Dota, or, you know, even a really intense and competitive title like Counter-Strike, give it a shot, man. Those games always go on sale for dirt cheap. But honestly, when you strip away the games on PC, because PC has a lot of games, the most amazing part about this is that it's a user experience. So you can customize this to the best of your ability for whatever you want to do with your games. You can do that on PC. I do gotta warn you though, I don't want to rain on your parade, Blue Senshi, but the best part about PC is also the worst part about PC. While you can do so much and customize it to whatever your specifications and your liking are, you're going to run into a lot of, I call it troubleshoot gaming for a reason. You're going to run into some weird issues on PC where games aren't going to run. And if they run, they might run a little bit choppy, and you have no idea why that's happening. That's just par for the course with so many different rig specifications and everything that comes with that. And then antivirus software might interfere with some of your games. That's happened with me a few times, where I would start up a game on PC and it wouldn't run because my antivirus software thought that it was a virus for some reason. I had no idea. So expect to have a couple of situations where you might have to troubleshoot things yourself, but overall, man, you're really going to enjoy this experience. And having a great PC is just so many benefits, from productivity, Photoshop, video editing, content creation, streaming. You're gonna love it, bro. We got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. There's a few constants in life. Oh, this motherfucker is using my damn Twitter quote. Death, taxes, Rockstar selling GTA, and Ask Neos. Everyone disliked the video. We won't see dislikes soon. You know, reading that, Flame, I was actually I was touched. Like, wow. He's actually not making a joke, and then he did this dislike thing. You know, I have expected you to bring up Doki Doki, but I guess because the homie Don Otaku already did, you're like, you know what? Let me do something different. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that dislike thing later. Appreciate the super chat, Flame. Thank you, bro. All right. Oh, and then we got a $20 super chat coming in from Blue Senshi 19 again. Thank you so much, bro. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy more than Miles Morales. Great game, and I changed my YouTube name from Gustavo Bravo to this name. Don't like having my real name on YouTube. I'm currently on Xenoverse 2 trying to unlock Super Saiyan God. Oh man. Okay, so that, you know what, that makes a lot of sense, because I was wondering where Gustavo Bravo has been, because Gustavo Bravo is now Blue Senshi, for those who don't know, and Gustavo Bravo is, you know, an OG of the channel. He's always here on the stream. So okay, now that makes sense, bro. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna touch on that when I get to the portion where I discuss the games I've been playing. But yeah, the spoiler alert, I'm really liking the game so far. And yeah, dude, Xenoverse 2 is the gift that keeps on giving, man. I mean, it's crazy because that game has been out for like, what, 5 years now? And I gotta give credit to Bombco, bro. They keep supporting this game. Like, I would not be surprised if we don't get a Xenoverse 3 until like 2023, 2024, because they're still putting out content for that game, tie-in content with the movies, with Dragon Ball Super. Like, bro, it's fucking insane. But you know, the community loves it. Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ have both sold over 8 million copies. Like, what the fuck? That's insane, bro. Xenoverse 2 has sold more than some of the biggest third-party games. Like, holy shit, man. That's 8 million plus copies is approaching what some of these like big exclusives sell. That's fucking wild, man. It's crazy. And then we have a $5 super chat from the homie Shut Up Gabe. Thank you so much, bro. I swear to God, I hope this is not a thirsty Twitter comment. Let's see. So what I want to know is, I want to know about that jazz. You want to know about that jazz? I don't know if you're ready for that jazz, bro. Well, if you want to know more about jazz, I recommend playing the game that really introduced jazz to the world. And I'm talking about Persona 5, baby. Like, jazz was not a thing before Persona 5. Or according to some people on the internet. But appreciate the support, Gabe. Thank you. And I want to give a huge shout out to Colin, my boy, for being a member of the Phantom Weirdos, the next Hokage, the highest tier on the list. Thank you so much for the support throughout the year. Literally almost 2 years now, Colin. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. What did you think of No Time to Die? I thought it was a fairly enjoyable movie. I only think that the franchise is just okay, though. Nothing amazing. Do you think that the older James Bond movies still hold up today? And yes, 16 months being a member of the next Hokage. Again, Colin, thank you so much for the support, bro. I appreciate it. And yeah, No Time to Die. That was probably, if there was like 3 top movies I was looking forward to during the pandemic and that have gotten pushed, No Time to Die was definitely on that list. I'm a big James Bond fan, and the weird thing about James Bond is that it's one of those franchises that I never really find a lot of people who are fans of it, at least around my age, because, you know, the average James Bond viewer skews into like the older 30s, 40s, 50s, things like that, because, you know, it's a franchise that's been around since the 60s, and they don't really be putting out a lot of movies on the scale of whatever pop culture is available. I mean, like, look at the rate that they put out Marvel movies, DC movies, and, you know, Transformers, Fast and Furious, and then compare that to James Bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see a lot of them. But I really enjoyed my time watching No Time to Die. It was a very different James Bond movie, because the thing about the James Bond franchise is that it's not really... Okay, so it's not a franchise where you go in expecting a grandiose, overarching story, where it's like you watch one movie and then the next movie is the continuation of the story. James Bond experiences are, for the most part, standalone. Every now and then they do have some narrative threads woven in, but it's not anything that's like, ooh, seeding for the future. But one thing I've noticed with the Daniel Craig movies is there is some type of a continuity going on. From Casino Royale into Quantum of Solace, that's a direct continuation. And then when you go into Spectre going into No Time to Die, again, a direct continuation. So it's really weird, because it's a franchise that didn't start out with connective tissue, and now it's retroactively adding connective tissue. It's very interesting how they've done it. So No Time to Die is essentially, it's a culmination of Daniel Craig's run as James Bond. So it has a lot of callbacks to movies like Spectre, movies like Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and it was really interesting how they handled those things. So in terms of looking at it from a more cohesive narrative James Bond movie, I really enjoyed it. However, I don't necessarily think that the movie justified its runtime, if that makes sense. This movie is damn near 3 hours long, and with the exception of, like I said, getting to see Daniel Craig's James Bond to the end and his run, everything else in the movie really wasn't that noteworthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the supporting cast is the supporting cast. They're solid. So I can't really come out here and say, wow, I really got closer to all these people. They're just there to serve their purpose. The villain of the movie, played by Rami Malek, I didn't feel much for him. And I get it, like, you know, Bond movies, they don't always have the greatest villains. Sometimes they're very campy. Sometimes they're by the book. But every now and then you get a character played by an incredible actor like Mads Mikkelsen, right? Le Chiffre. Like, that is one of the top Bond villains in my opinion. And then going into Skyfall, you get an interesting villain played by who is it? I want to say, was that Javier Bardem? I think it was Javier Bardem, right? Yeah, no, that's Javier Bardem, who played Silva. Great villain. And then since then, like, I'm thinking, okay, Rami Malek, they're probably going to do the exact same thing. And it's just, I wanted to like it. I really did, but he didn't give me much to latch onto. And again, when it's a 3-hour movie and you're making a personal story about James Bond and you don't really do anything with the villain, like this adversary, it's like, okay. But overall, I think that the story that they were trying to tell, they succeeded for the most part. And it gave a very fitting ending for this character where you don't have to worry about like going into the future and them rebooting it and then it being really weird. They could literally do a full slate, clean reboot of James Bond after how No Time to Die ended. I'm not trying to get into spoilers, but you can allude with what I'm saying. You can allude from what I'm saying how they can craft a clean reboot and no one's going to worry about it. But yeah, to the second part of your question, do you think the James Bond movies still hold up today? Honestly, with the exception of a few of them, not so much, because a lot of them are products of their time and they were aping off of a lot of the things that were really like relevant around those times. So yeah, you know, you're gonna see a lot of cheesy action vibes if you're looking at James Bond stuff from the like late 80s and 90s and early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some interesting set pieces, but it's not something where you can it's not going to be looked, you're not going to look back at some of those James Bond movies like you look back at Scarface or the first Jurassic Park movie or The Godfather or things like that. I mean, they're a fun romp to just put on and watch, but I think that the Daniel Craig era movies, like specifically Casino Royale, people are going to look back on that and be like, damn, that was a really good fucking movie. And probably the same for Skyfall as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in the future. I really hope that going forward with James Bond, they have a clear idea of what they want to do, because they kind of lucked out trying to create this narrative with the Daniel Craig movies, like the connective tissue. Like, they retroactively stitched that stuff in, which you can't really do for a lot of franchises. So I hope that if they are going to go ahead and continue on, they at least they know what they're doing from the very beginning. If you want to tell this story across 3 movies and you want it to connect, then start from the very beginning. Alrighty. And we got a $5 super chat coming in from I am a dirty trigger lover. I'm here for NeoGameSpark, the king of off-brand mayonnaise. I have an urgent Crystal D shipment for you. Oh my god, there's so much from that one fucking thing. Yeah, so for those who are unaware, I've got to bring this up because there are a couple of people who weren't at the stream last week. One of the homies, as you guys know, Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, one of my favorite people on here, right? He gifted me Guardians of the Galaxy on Xbox just because he was a nice person. He's like, you know what? I got an extra code. Here you go, Neo. Have fun. I was like, oh my god, really, bro? And so I was thinking, like, you know what way can I honor this man outside of praise? I'm gonna do something crazy. I am going to eat a spoonful of mayo on stream. And I said that on Twitter. I think, is Nate in the chat? I don't think Nate is in the chat yet. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. But he's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna eat that on Ask Neo? I said, absolutely, bro. And then little did I know, wow, 5 days can pass really quickly. And so Saturday came and I was like, all right, I gotta get this over with. So I opened up a jar of mayo. And he says off-brand mayo is from ShopRite. So ShopRite brand mayo, which, like I said, when I buy mayo, I buy that nice organic shit, you know? So I bought that. I took a spoonful and I just ate that on stream, man. And some people are still traumatized from that stream. So that's the story on that. Appreciate the super chat, Trigger Lover. Oh, and then Zach Rodriguez just joined the Phantom Weirdos. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, my guy. So yeah, those are all the super chats. So what an intro, you guys. Again, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And shout out to all the new people who've been joining in through the stream. We got Big Nate in the chat. What's going on, playa? Let's see who we got. We got Grimdark, my brother. How you doing? Grimdark, the lore master. Woo! Let's see who we got in here. All Things Evil, the homie Valkian24, Darkstar Angel. What's going on, y'all? We got HD Boom Bap in the chat. When are you gonna level up to 4K Boom Bap? That's what I want to see. I want to see that evolution, bro. Let's see who else we got in here. We got D'Angelo. What's good, my guy? We got John EV. What's up, bro? And we got Kiba and Cheza. I almost mispronounced it. Like I said, sometimes I may fuck up y'all's names, but you know how it is. But yeah, you guys, let's see. I think, let me just double check I didn't miss any super chats. Hold up. Okay, so we got a $5 super chat coming in from Flame. I'll make it up to you. How about you on my OLED? Because I'm on vacation, ready to get messy tonight. The last thing that I ever want to be associated with is me on your TV and you getting messy. Because that's, listen, hey, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying, Flame? You do you, bro. You do you. But at least clean up after yourself. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate the super chat, Flame. Oh, and then you just sent in another one. Damn, YouTube, come on. All right, so $2 super chat from Flame, retracted. Hold on, I think I can still pull it up on my stream. Oh, it's about how I missed your first super chat. Oh, I appreciate that, Flame. Thank you. This man said in a super chat to say you forgot my super chat. Damn, this man Flame balling. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. All right, you guys. So yes, now that we've got all the super chats out of the way, we are just going to do a scroll and blast starting from the top just so I don't miss any of y'all's questions. All right, so here we go, starting at the top. All right, so this question, I want to call this a community question. It's coming from the homie Luis Mayorga. He says, do y'all think Forza Horizon 5 is going to be worthy of a Game of the Year nomination? So I want to open this up to you guys in the chat as well. Feel free to answer in the comments. Forza Horizon 5 being in the topic of Game of the Year, it's caused a lot of controversy. Some people saying, you know, we shouldn't nominate Forza because it's a racing game and yada yada. And honestly, I don't care what a game's disambiguation is. If it's a quality game and it's well put together, then yes, it should be included in Game of the Year nominations. Because if we were to apply that logic to anything, then nothing should be nominated for Game of the Year. Like, people have an issue with multiplayer games being nominated for Game of the Year. I'm like, why? If it's a really incredible multiplayer game and that's its focal point and it's not egregious with its, monetization, then yeah, you should nominate it for Game of the Year. Or why not? I mean, but then again, I don't look at things like this. I don't put things on a pedestal saying like, oh no, you can't do this. Like the whole gatekeeping shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. And from what I've played with Forza Horizon 5, it is most definitely one of the best games of the year. And if something is one of the best games of the year, why are we excluding it from the conversation of Game of the Year? If anybody cares about that, because at the end of the day, these are just awards. You know, it's not going to affect our individual perceptions and opinions. And most importantly, our time playing the game. So yeah, I don't care. If Forza gets nominated, why not, man? All the best to Playground Games. And they deserve it, bro. They fucking deserve it. Like, I can't wait for Fable. Oh my god. Just can't fucking wait. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, and this one's coming in from POTC3000. Hello, nice console review videos this week. Oh, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Yeah. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I did upload 2 videos this week. I know. Who the hell am I? Because we just passed the 1-year anniversary of both the Xbox Series consoles and the PlayStation 5, which is completely insane when you think about how fast time. Like, I literally remember talking to my boy in January, how like, yo, these new consoles, man. He's like, yeah, I know this shit is great. And then here we are 10 plus months later. Like, it's fucking insane, man. I can't believe it. But yeah, I did a whole year in review for both the consoles. I talked about the good stuff, the bad stuff, because there was some controversy associated with both machines. And then, of course, like looking forward to the future and some of the things that I'm excited about. Let's see. All right. Asbelong says, hit that like button, y'all. Yes, I noticed a lot of you guys in here saying that we need to get these likes up. I appreciate it. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel. What? tremendously because it helps the like it just helps send it out there for all the beautiful people to find us and talk about all this great stuff. So I appreciate that, you guys. Alrighty, let's see. This one's from Chaos Smite. Metroid Dread sold over 800,000 in the US. Rumors of Halo Infinite early access on the 15th. So yeah, you know, we might as well, we're going to talk about Halo. We might as well just get straight into this topic. But the first one being Metroid Dread's high sale number. Dude, the fact that Metroid Dread sold almost 1 million units in the US alone is fucking insane. Because as many of y'all know, Nintendo don't give a fuck about Metroid. Like, when was the last competent Metroid game we got? Metroid Prime 3 Corruption on the Wii. And that was back in 2007. 2007, y'all. 2007 was the last new competent Metroid game. We've had Metroid games in between, but none of them, with the exception of one, which I'll touch in a little bit, because I know some people are getting ready to type in the comment section. With the exception of one of those games, they were all underwhelming. We had Metroid Other M, which I actually enjoyed from a lore perspective, but obviously it didn't resonate with the grand Metroid audience. And then we had Metroid Federation Force, which the less said about that, the better. That's how to blow a couple $1 million, the video game. That's literally what it is. They wasted so much money on that garbage. But then we had a remake of Metroid on the Nintendo 3DS, which a lot of people forget about because it came out towards the end of the 3DS's lifespan. I believe it came out like, what, after the Switch? Why they didn't release that on the Switch as well is beyond me. But yeah, we had that, but you know, I can't really classify that because that's a remake. It's not a new game in the franchise. Metroid Dread was the first new game of any type of Metroid caliber in such a long time, and it's well deserved, man. Well deserved. I'm interested to see what the sales are as it goes forward, because you know, Metroid, it definitely does appeal more to a Western audience by comparison to the Japanese, but I think because a lot of people have Switches, they are willing to give it a shot. So fingers crossed that this game exceeds whatever money they spent to make it, and we start getting more of these Metroid games, man. Like, Metroidvania is such, like, just the fact that all of the best Metroidvanias in the past, like, 15 years haven't been from the genres that started it all, like Metroid and Castlevania. It's fucking insane to me. So it's great that Metroid is coming back to reclaim that crown. And yeah, let's just dive into the main topic of the week, you guys. But I want to give a huge shout out to let's see Don Otaku for being a 6-month member of the Phantom Weirdos. Thank you so much, bro. We really out here cuz 6 months as a member, and I've seen more mayo eating than any other gaming channel out there. You the real MVP. Y'all ain't never gonna let me live that down, are you? Yep, I guess I gotta live with it. That's gonna be my fucking legacy, man. Just eating mayo on camera. But I appreciate your support, Don Otaku. Thank you so much. And let me just get through these super chats right quick before we dive into the main topic. All right, so we got a $2 super chat coming in from Flame. Yakuza 7 and Forza 5 both deserve Game of the Year nominations. Absolutely, bro. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Wait a minute, no. Wait, Yakuza 7 came out after the Game of the Year nomination window? Did it? Because it came out with the launch. When does the Game of the Year nomination window close? Does it close like before November 10th? Because I know Yakuza Like a Dragon came out November 10th. So is that how it works? I'm not so sure. But if it doesn't get nominated this year for any awards, fuck them. Fuck them all, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh, and then we got the homie Black Bond in the chat. Hit the like button, bitches. Yo, I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate it, Bond. Thank you, man. We got a $2.79 super chat coming in from Leon. Do you think video games will be a streaming service? I assume you're talking about what do I think about video games and streaming in general? I mean, to be honest, I'm indifferent to it. It's an interesting avenue to explore. Evidently, a lot of people are really enjoying it. Well, at least they're enjoying the idea of Xbox streaming, because if you have Game Pass, you have Xbox streaming. So that kind of eases people into it, as opposed to what Stadia did, where they made you buy a whole subscription and then you had to buy games on top of that. But I just don't think the infrastructure is there for game streaming to be a primary way people play it. you really have to be close to some of these server farms and get really good fucking internet to want to play a game with no loss to visual quality, no like jumping back and forth in resolutions. The latency is a big problem. I think we will get to a point where you can stream a game beginning to end and not have any issues. But as of right now, I mean, I got Verizon Fios for my internet, and when I stream, it's good. But I would never like choose a streaming experience when I could just play the games through the comfort of my consoles or on my computer and not have to worry about that. Like, I'm team local downloads all the way. But I do realize that a lot of people don't live my lifestyle. There's some people out there who do all their gaming via streaming. Like, there's someone who, I forgot where he lived, but he said in his country to buy a console, it was so expensive. I think it might have been Brazil, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But he said to buy consoles is so expensive, but game streaming helps me game because I just pay the Xbox Game Pass membership and I have access to all of these games, which I thought was very interesting. And I think it could be a good untapped market for somebody like Microsoft to dip into. Because if you can get a lot of people out there to stay subscribed to your service and stream those games, just think of the possibilities once they actually do get a console and they're like, oh wow, this, and now I can buy these games and everything. So it's just all that ecosystem mumbo jumbo talk. You guys already know. And we have a $2 super chat coming in from Don Otaku. If Returnal is nominated and Forza isn't, boy, yeah, that'd be some fuck shit if they nominate Return. Like, in general, it's like, why wouldn't you want to nominate Forza? I mean, come on now. Like, it's a game. It's a great game. Just nominate it, bro. It's not a big deal. But yes, but real quick, we might as well just touch on this Halo topic. Oh, damn, y'all making it rain in the club like I'm a cheap $2 whore on Tuesdays. Damn, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna pause the super chats for 1 second because we got to get into, I guess, our first topic of the night. Halo Infinite, y'all. Yes. So if y'all haven't been following what the fuck's been going on over the past 24 hours, there's been a lot of crazy shit happening with Halo. So as you guys know, Halo Infinite is going to be launching in literally less than a month. It's insane to think about, especially the amount of years that it's taken to get to this point. And, you know, things are looking good so far. Multiplayer tests were solid. Campaign, it looks good, but I'm still reserving my judgment until I actually play it. Because, you know, it's one thing to look good in a sizzle reel, but when we get our hands on it, come on now. Like, but there was something weird going on yesterday, right? And this started when I went on to Google, right? I was looking up something for Halo Infinite, and I noticed that for whatever reason, it said Halo Infinite, and under it, they had a release date countdown. And, you know, that's normal for anticipated stuff like movies or video games. They'll have like a countdown as you get closer to the release, like 72 hours left. But for Halo Infinite, it said it had a countdown of less than 3 days. And I had to look at my calendar for a second. I was like, what? Like, the fuck? It's not December yet. And I go onto Twitter, and lo and behold, everybody had that same realization. So I'm like, okay, let me actually reach out to Xbox to see what's happening. Did they just announce something and I forget? So I go onto Twitter. I try to look up the Xbox Twitter handle. It's gone down. And now I'm thinking, did Xbox get hacked? Like, what the fuck is going on? Did somebody somehow hack Xbox servers, took down their Twitter account, changed the release date on Halo Infinite to November 15th, and then it sent it out there into all the algorithms and all the other services, so it updates to November 15th. But then I thought to myself, this is Microsoft. There's no fucking way that someone could do that. Like, it's just damn near impossible. I've heard of people hacking into Xbox Live, but to hack into Xbox, take down their Twitter, change Halo Infinite's release date, it's strange. And then I got to thinking, what's happening on November 15th? Xbox has got an anniversary stream. But it's so strange though, because they said they weren't doing anything at the anniversary stream. So I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of dudes sitting up there talking about like, oh my god, I remember when I got my first Xbox under the tree. I was eating peanut butter and jelly at the time. Like, I was assuming it was gonna be that, so I didn't think nothing of it. But then there's that, and then there's this one dude named Nate who was saying that they're trying to time Halo Infinite with this anniversary, and by that they mean shadow dropping the multiplayer on November 15th. And then I just had to sit back and be like, holy shit. If they actually did that, if they launched Halo Infinite's multiplayer and they shadow dropped it like 3 weeks early, That's fucking insane, man. Because who's calling that, bro? Now, obviously, I do have to stress this. It's not concrete confirmation as of yet. There's a lot of signs alluding to that, and Xbox has been very coy with their messaging. But I do have to say, temper your expectations if it doesn't happen on that date. And then I got another DM today. I got another DM from my homie Johan, right? And he was telling me basically that this dude Nate, and then Nate posted something recently where he was saying that at the 11th hour, Microsoft has delayed their anniversary shadow drop for Halo Infinite's multiplayer, but it's still coming out before December 8th. And now I'm just like, of course. So take it with a grain of salt, you guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement for Halo Infinite multiplayer and it drops early. Whether it's 3 weeks early, whether it's a week early for Game Pass subscribers, I don't know, man, but that would be fucking exciting. Like, dude, like, who the fuck is thinking about that? Like, I could have never thought in my wildest imaginations. I was thinking, okay, maybe 4 days early, like with what EA did for Battlefield. Maybe 4 days early, like with what Xbox did for Forza. But like 3 weeks early? That's insane. But that would be a good way to bolster Game Pass subs, if only to get people subscribed for 2 extra months. That's a decent way. But what do you guys think about it? Do you guys think this is happening? Do you think it's going to happen, but not on the 15th? I'm leaning more towards the latter, because I can definitely see them launching it early to bolster Game Pass subscribers and give them something to look forward to. And of course, the FOMO is going to be real with a lot of folks, so they're going to subscribe to Game Pass, even if it's just for a month, and they pay that $1 and then $15 the next month. It could happen, y'all. Alrighty. Okay, so now let me get back to some of the super chats, because you guys are fucking great. So we have a $5 super chat coming in from Blue Senshi 19. Thank you so much, bro. Another surprise. I ordered the new Xbox Forza Horizon 5 controller. Funny though, because I don't even own an Xbox. It's for the PC. How's your day, good king? How's your day, good king of mayo? No, we ain't starting this shit. We are not. Neo is not the king of mayo. I don't even eat mayo that much, bro. Like, now y'all gonna spread that lie everywhere I go in my life. Somehow my future wife is gonna know about this. But it's all in good fun. I appreciate y'all. Dude, that Forza Horizon 5 controller, yo, at first I thought that thing looked like ugly as sin. I'm not going front. But when I saw hands-on of it, I was like, that does look kind of good. And then, literally a few weeks later, I get a package from Xbox, and they're like, hey, happy Forza Day. They sent me the new Forza controller, which, again, thank you so much to everyone over at Xbox for that. But, dude, I mean, you have a PC now. Even if you don't own an Xbox, you're basically integrated in Xbox's ecosystem, because everything on PC is Xbox primary. So there you go, man. You got a nice controller to play a lot of these. Like, I'm gonna be real though. Like, there's just some games that I will not touch with a mouse and keyboard. Like, I can't play a fighting game with a mouse and keyboard. I can't play an action adventure game with a mouse and keyboard. I'll play a lot of things with a mouse and keyboard, but there's just some things I want a controller. Like Batman Ark. Could you imagine playing Batman Arkham Asylum with a controller, with a fucking mouse and keyboard? That should be so weird, bro. Probably kill one of your keys in the process. But I appreciate you, Gustavo. Thank you, bro. Ooh, and then the homie Pierre the Gamer has been a member for 9 months. Thank you so much, bro. Those Spider-Man leaks, though. Trailer this Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about some things because I know folks want to go in blind. I don't know how blind you could go with everything happening in this movie. But yeah, there were a couple of leaks courtesy of our friend John Campia. And there were some pretty big fucking leaks. So if y'all haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about it. But we are definitely due for another trailer. And when you look at the timeline of things, what's the next big Sony movie? Ghostbusters Afterlife. That movie comes out next week. What better way to hype things up than by releasing a Spider-Man trailer? Boom. There you go. So everyone who's watching Ghostbusters, they're treated to a new Spider-Man trailer as well. But yeah, it's happening. It's happening, y'all. I'm trying not to get too fucking excited, but it's happening. Alrighty. Oh, and then look at that. It rolls into it. $5 from the homie. My man Saeed. What's good, Saeed? How you doing, bro? How excited are you for No Way Home? All right. I'm not going front. I'm really excited for No Way Home just based off of all the things we've been hearing and the multiverse coming into play, I'm excited to see a lot of returning characters from Spider-Man lore and history and returning actors. But I have to end off with this, right? I'm excited for Spider-Man No Way Home purely because of the nostalgia. And it's so crazy because the music stopped right then and there. Like, what the fuck? It makes it sound like it's a really sad thing. Hold up. Let me get something else going in the background. Here we go. There we go. I'll put that right there. I'm not even sure if y'all can really hear the music like that, because I always keep the music like really low just so it doesn't overpower stuff. But yeah, like, I'm excited for it, but if I'm gonna be real, I'm more excited for that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness than I am Spider-Man No Way Home. Because with that, I mean, I love Doctor Strange, and I feel like we're gonna get into more different stuff with that movie, man. So it's weird. Like, I'm excited for Spider-Man, but not excited for this incarnation of Spider-Man. Because I like Tom Holland, I do, but we're by the third movie now, and he hasn't done Spider-Man shit. Like, I feel like he's still in this bubble, and they don't just want to let him rock solo dolo. Fingers crossed by the end of this movie, he finally learns with great power comes great responsibility and all that, but I don't know, like, if none of this multiverse stuff was happening in that movie, I don't think I'd really be excited for it, if that makes sense. All right, $4.99 coming in from the homie Corey Gryffindor. Thank you so much, bro. So when I saw Eternals at a certain scene in the beach, you know which one, my friend said, I don't like the sand. It's coarse and rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. Yeah, dude, I definitely... Like I say, if y'all haven't seen Eternals, there's one scene in particular where you can tell our boy Anakin would be just sitting there like, sand. Oh man, bro. We got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Grim Dark Elven Law Master. Thank you so much. Here's a small contribution after all these years since the classic Cartoon Network rant. Have you also read or watched The Expanse? Great hard sci-fi series. And dude, thank you so much for the support, bro. Like, taking it way back to that Cartoon Network rant. Like, there's a couple of videos on my channel I'm most famous for. A lot of people know me from the Xbox One X video, but way before that, there was a time when baby Neo, fetus Neo, was ranting on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. Like I said, the late 2000s into the early 10s. Like, prime ranting days for your boy Neo. Oh, God. But you know what the funny thing is? A lot of y'all don't gotta wait too long to watch those videos, because we're gonna be diving deep into the vault of old Neo videos with an anniversary live stream, because as of November 11th, 2021, that marks this channel's 13 years on YouTube. 13 years on YouTube, you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an anniversary live stream. I haven't settled on a date yet. I was going to do it on Thursday, but I got my second jab of the COVID vaccine, and that just kind of knocked me out for the day. So I was like, oh, I don't feel like streaming, y'all. I can't do that. So I'm trying to plan it for sometime next week, but I want to know what date works for you guys, because my schedule for the most part next week is pretty much clear in the evenings. So would you guys want that stream maybe on a Monday night? I'm trying to set it up when it's not too chaotic in the world. Like, I don't want to really set it up when there's like a big football game going on. Oh, I'll set it up when there's a football game if it's something like the Bears playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, who out here trying to watch a Bears game or a Jets game or some shit like that? But yeah, I tend to avoid like Sunday live streams because, you know, people do watch sports and all that. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment sections what day next week works best for y'all. It's going to be a chill stream like this one. We're going to be watching and reacting to a lot of my old videos. We might have some liquor involved too, so make sure to bring some fun stuff for that night. But again, thank you so much, Grimdark. And yes, I have watched The Expanse. I am not completely caught up yet. I am one season behind, but it is the best sci-fi series that is currently out right now. And if you guys have not checked out The Expanse, watch it. It's available on Amazon Prime. They saved the series. And dude, I really hope that this series, I hope the general public latches onto this more than what they have now, because I see some people talk about The Expanse, but not to the same degree as something like a Game of Thrones or whatever. And I understand like different audiences, and it's always hard. It's easier to drag people into high fantasy than it is sci-fi, which is so weird because I feel like you can do a lot more with sci-fi. But I don't know, man. One day people will know the greatness that is The Expanse, but definitely check it out, you guys. Such a good watch. This man said, don't hate on the Bears. Hey, Gabe, listen, when the Bears start doing good shit, that's when I'll stop hating on them. But what's up to all the new people joining in the chat? Reed94, what's up, bro? We got 4EST James, what's up, what's up? We got JH, we got Julian Harris, what's up, bro? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Ooh, we got Squall BH in the chat. What's good, bro? We got Khalid. What's up, man? Just joined. What did I miss? We talked about a couple of things, my friend. Oh, it's good to see you guys, man. It's bumping on a Saturday night. Holy shit. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. This man Flame said I should change my name to NeoGameSpark. I feel like NeoGameSpark kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe I might that might be a shirt design. Neo in a jar of mayonnaise. But then again, I don't want to know the implications of what the general population might think of that. Just someone eating mayo. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, Mexican Zoidberg. What's good, my guy? What's up? What's up? And we got Christopher Bagizzi. What's up? Have you tried that GTA Trilogy remaster? If so, how you feeling about it? Yeah, okay. So you know what? We might as well just dive into the games I've been playing. As you can see, this show is all over the place. We don't have a flow or structure over here at Ask Neo. We just have fun. So yeah, games I've been playing this week. I've been playing a lot. So Forza Horizon 5, as you guys know, that's no pun intended. That's my daily driver game. I literally turn it on when I'm about to go to bed. I do a couple of races, do a couple of stunts, things like that. It's such a chill game, man. Like, I'm not pretending to be a Forza guy like that. I've only put, you know, like 10 or so hours, 15 hours into Forza Horizon 4. Because like I said, I didn't have an Xbox this whole time. But Forza Horizon 5, jumping into it in the very beginning and playing through it, like, dude, it's such a fun game. Like, no type of crazy commitments attached to it. And it's especially great when all the games I've been playing recently have been very narrative driven, heavy story focused. And in the case of Tales of Arise, like, so many fucking cutscenes. Oh my god, the last act of Tales of Arise is literally nothing but cutscenes, you guys. It's just, golly, man. Like, just to put it into perspective with Tales of Arise, there's another example. Tales of Arise, I'm literally right at the end of the game. Right at the fucking end of the game. And I turned it on yesterday because I'm like, I'm gonna finally finish this game. And literally, bro, I took 2 steps, went to a cutscene. I'm like, all right, boss fight, let's go. Oh no, it's not a boss fight, just these dudes talking about stuff. Ended the cutscene, walk back 2 steps. It triggered another cutscene, bro. I'm like, what the? What? Why would you give me control again if you're gonna throw me into another fucking cutscene, bro? I felt like Doctor Strange when his mind was opened by the Ancient One, and it's just like, whoa, one universe to the next, then cutscenes, and then cutscenes. And then when that bitch ended, there were skids, and I'm like, stop it. Stop it. I just want the game to be over. Bro, the worst part about Tales of Arise, it's a fantastic game, but they cram so much story into the last 5 hours, and it's a drag, bro. Because you'll play the game for 40 hours and have fun, and then the last 5 hours is cutscenes, man. What the fuck, bro? And then there's cutscenes to explain to other people what we just saw in the cutscenes. What? It's tough, man. And literally, I played it for 15 minutes last night. And then I switched back to Guardians of the Galaxy because I was like, nope, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this, bro. Eventually, I will finish Tales of Arise, but these cutscenes, they get into me, man. Like, I love cutscenes as much as the next guy, but give me some control. In addition to that, I have been playing the Grand Theft Auto, well, not the trilogy, but San Andreas, because it is on Game Pass, and I think we know why Rockstar was hiding that footage, y'all. The game, I don't know if anyone here who's played it or if they've played 3 or Vice City, but this is one of the worst remasters I've ever played. First off, it's a PS2 game that has a performance mode and a fidelity mode. Why is a PS2 game running in 30 frames per second in 2021? Why is a PS2 game not a smooth 4K 60, 4K 120? Why is that same game, when you put it in the performance mode, why is it dropping frames? This is a PS2 game, y'all. This is a PS2 game where this is their hand. There's no individual fingers. No, this is their hand. This is what they do all the time. Why are the blacks on my screen crushed? Why do I have to turn my TV brightness all the way up just to see what the fuck I'm doing, y'all? What the fuck did they do? They had one job. Give us the 3 Grand Theft Auto games. Just remaster them, make them look pretty. And then what we got, oh my God. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. I remember I was doing this one mission and the frame rate went from 60 to 40 and then up to 50 and then back to 60. I was like, what the fuck? It was so sad, man. Like, and that's a sad thing, because sometimes I can push myself to continue playing a game, especially if it's one I really love, like San Andreas. But playing through that shit, bro, it made me sad. It made me so sad. So I cannot, in good conscience, recommend people buy this remaster. I know some people are buying it, they're playing it, they don't really care. That's fine. More power to you. But man, imagine if we paid $60 for this. Thank God for Game Pass. That's all I'll say, because this is really spooky, bro. There's a reason why they waited till the very end to show gameplay, and there's a reason why they took off all the old versions from the stores. Because they wanted this to be the default version. And if it takes a while to fix it, fuck y'all. We'll take our time to fix it. We're Rockstar Games. Our shit don't stink. GTA Online. Buy some shark cards. I would not be surprised if this was a conspiracy to bring people back to GTA Online. That'd be the craziest shit. But yeah, I was not having a good time with the GTA remaster, man. I don't know. What did you guys think about it, for those who've played it and bought it? Let's see. We got a comment from Milos Ristin. Your videos don't get recommended anymore, just so you are aware. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is just so fucked, bro. And part of that is due to the fact that I don't upload on a really consistent basis where it could get picked up by the algorithm. I'm usually only uploading like once a week or so, and then sometimes I'll go for like 2 weeks without a video and then upload one. So yeah, it's the unfortunate reality of dealing with the algorithm. Like, I'd literally have to start doing daily uploads again for a few weeks just so it can really get picked up like that. Like I said, the YouTube algorithm is one of the worst things out there. All right. Let's see. So we got a $10 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Whenever I got my COVID shot, I could have sworn I had a fever dream where I watched High Guardian Spice. When I came to, I saw it on my watch list. How did I survive both? That's fucking weird as shit, bro. I mean, I've had a couple of interesting dreams where I dream about something. Like, I get like an dude, does anyone out there ever have dreams and then you think nothing of it when you wake up, and then fast forward X amount of time, whether it's a couple days, couple weeks, couple years, and then something happens in your day-to-day life and you're like, whoa, I had a dream about this. Like, I have these weird dreams into the future, but it doesn't feel like I'm in the future. It just feels like I'm experiencing something right then and there in that dream. And little did I know that that was actually the future. Those are the kind of dreams I get from time to time. Honestly, more often than not, do I really dream much these days? Maybe I'm not conscious of it, but I don't really dream crazy stuff like that. I remember the last dream I had, that's really vivid in my mind, dude. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. Oh, we get into some dream talks. Let's go. Shout out to the 82 people watching. If you guys are liking this stream, if you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. Can we get to 60 likes in the next couple minutes? All right. So one of my not craziest, but one of the most vivid dreams I had, dude, this is so weird. So I had a dream where I met my wife. It's so weird, you guys. Like, I met my wife and I didn't know, like, if I tried to explain to you like what she looked like now, I don't remember it, just based off, you know how dreams work. But I had met like the woman who I was going to marry, and like we met, and it's like we lived years in the span of that dream. And it was so surreal because I had this weird feeling throughout the course of that dream where it's like, this is the woman I'm going to propose to. And I proposed to her, and we got married and we had a wedding. And where the dream ended off was her being pregnant. And I remember I kissed her goodbye before I went to work. And this is where it gets super fucking weird. I got in my car and I drove to this building, right? And I was like, all right, like, it was like I was watching myself in the dream at the same time. It's so fucking weird, guys. I went there and I went upstairs and I opened the door and it's a whole studio. It's a whole fucking production studio. And I'm like, this is oddly realistic. Like, this could actually fucking happen. And I go there and the last thing I remember is like, I had a magazine rolled up in my hand and then I just plopped it on the table and said, let's get to work. And then I woke up. And I was like, what the fuck? And that dream has been in my head for the past 6 weeks. And I don't know if it's trying to tell me something or what, but meeting the love of my life, getting married, proposing, she being pregnant, and then me driving in a car to a studio, and then I got to work. I don't even know if I was doing like my stuff or I have a production company and producing content for other people. I don't fucking know. But it was so surreal, man. And I've just been thinking about this ever since, bro. Does anyone ever have dreams like that? We just think? It's so fucking weird. Oh, God. All right, so we have a 279 super chat coming in from the homie Leon. Thank you, bro. Boruto is the best anime ever since Dragon Ball Z. I'm glad he put an LOL and a crying face after that because, man, that Boruto is the only anime where I hear people say, yo, now Boruto's getting good like 3 years later. But shout out to the Boruto fans out there. I know y'all are hype. Y'all are hyping up this Naruto stuff in Boruto, which makes no sense. Y'all should be hyping up Boruto stuff instead of Naruto stuff, but okay. That's the world we live in. But what's up to all the new people joining in the chat? What's up, Sam Sidequest? Oh, Johan, what's up, bro? We was just talking about you, actually, man. Rick Payne, Wagwan, brethren. How you doing, bro? How you doing? We got Jay Redux. We got Kiko Jones. What's up? I'm seeing a lot of new faces, familiar faces, returning faces. Alan V. Shanky, what's going on, y'all? Alrighty. So while y'all are typing out your dream stories, we got a $13.99 Canadian super chat from Colin, my boy. Have you seen Chris Stuckman's video on him talking about his experiences growing up as a Jehovah's Witness? It was an incredibly powerful video that shows the real damage of fundamentalist religion. Yes, that's actually one of my favorite videos of Chris Stuckman. Like, I've been a big fan of Chris Stuckman for years, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something about the way he talks about movies, the way Jeremy Jahns talks about movies, that I just really like. And, you know, I'm really happy for his success that he's doing right now. He's getting to filmmaking, which is awesome. But yeah, just talking about his time as a Jehovah's Witness. And, you know, I can't speak from it because, you know, none of my family are Jehovah's Witness. No one in my extended family is Jehovah's Witness. But one of my best friends who I grew up with lived down the street. His family was Jehovah's Witness. So that was my first actual interaction with a Jehovah's Witness. Now, they didn't obviously practice in their neighborhood. They didn't do the door-to-door stuff because, you know, that's how you piss off a lot of your neighbors. But just hearing about, and, you know, I'm not going to get too much into the details because it's not really my place to say. But just him growing up in that household and rejecting Jehovah's Witness, that the whole shtick and everything. It was really insightful when he was talking to me about it because in my household, I was fortunate enough to grow up where my parents didn't really push religion on us. Like, my father, he says he's a Christian. He didn't live a Christian lifestyle. My mom grew up Muslim, and she's a practicing Muslim, but she doesn't force that on her children. She's like, you know what? We came here to America because we want you guys to live this lifestyle. And if you do want to know your roots and where you came from, you can do that too, but we want you to be you. And that, like I said, my mom was very forward thinking and progressive back in the day. And I'm very thankful for that because I was able to grow up free from making decisions because that's just what somebody tells me to do. And, you know, I got no beef with religion whatsoever. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care who you pray to at night. If you're a good fucking person, you're a good fucking person. And I've got people who are Muslim and they're amazing people who are Christian, Buddhist, Jewish, like what have you. It doesn't matter to me. But I think what happens is when people pervert the idea of religion and they start taking it to an extreme degree, as you guys saw, I mean, back in the 90s where the old religious right was just so anti-violence, anti-video games, anti-this, anti-that, and the damage that did. And like I said, for every other religion as well, they have their extremists. Like, I don't need to go down the laundry list of things. But yeah, it was really insightful to hear it from the point of view of one of my best friends, because he finally got a chance to figure out his religion and who he was later on in his life in his early 20s. And that actually came from him just going to a different religion, Christianity. He started going to church. And then he was like doing that for a few years. And he's like, okay, you know what? I think I've got a good grasp on who I am as a person, right? So, you know, he doesn't really attend church anymore like that. But he's got his morals and everything, and his moral compass of sorts, which I think is the important thing at the end of the day. You know, I think religion is important in people's lives. I don't think it should run somebody's life, like every single decision. Like, cause you know, like, here's the thing, like, if you look at the stuff that's in the old scriptures, a lot of the shit that we do now is not okay. And a lot of the things that they tell you is not okay now, the people who are preaching it have done way worse. So it's so fucking weird when you hear that stuff, you know? Like, I mean, I don't need to bring up the Catholic Church and their whole history with little boys. It's disgusting. But yeah, I think what it comes down to on a fundamental level is just being a good person. That's it. Whoever you pray to is irrelevant at the end of the day. But if you're a good person, you look out for your fellow man, or at the very least, if you don't look out for your fellow man, but you make sure you don't do shit that's going to harm people, then yeah, it's all good, man. That's it. Like I said, I live a very lax lifestyle of sorts. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we got Sean Wachowski in the chat. What's up? What's up, video game lover? What's up? What's up? What's up? So many people in here. My God, I'd love to see you guys. Love to see you guys. All right. But yeah, if you guys have not checked it out, go check out Chris Stuckerman's video about his time as a Jehovah's Witness, man. It's a really, really good watch. $2 super chat from Flame. No, Neo. The show was finished on my watch list. Okay, that's fucking... Are you sure you didn't get the vaccine? You started hallucinating and you watched the entire show, and then when you woke up, it's like, oh, it's done? Maybe that's what happened, Flame. Or maybe somebody has your Netflix password. Could be that. It was me, Dio. We got a 99-cent super chat coming in from Felix's123. Appreciate that. I was going to say Felixis, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And then $5 from Mexican Zoidberg. This message is directed towards that one dislike. Just know I will come for you. Yeah, like I said. Oh, and we just surpassed 61 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Like I said, Mexican Zoidberg and Daniel Pack are the enforcers around here. Those are the muscle guys. Those are the guys you got to worry about. Me, I'm just the talent. I'm just the pretty face. Those are the armed bodyguards, and they will come to you. They will come for you in the middle of the night. If you out here disliking videos, that I don't make the rules. They enforce them, though. Oh, God. Alrighty. Okay, so okay, so we got a last-minute super chat coming in from Ryazaki Koizumi. Thank you, bro. Okay. Get the likes to 69. Oh, yeah. Let's get the likes to 69, you guys. Nice. All right, so $5 coming in from Mizaki Koizumi. Sup, Neo? Talk on religion aside, have you ever tried watching Sword Art Online? I just got tickets to see the new Sword Art Online progressive movie with a homie. Yeah, so I did watch Sword Art back in the day. I watched the entire first season and a little bit of the next season. I think that was Gun Gale Online. I'm not so sure. Like I said, that was the last time I really watched Sword Art. But yeah, I haven't watched it since, man. Sword Art is always one of those things where I'm like, holy shit, bro, like this thing is still going on. And like I said, if people like it and they're enjoying it and they're having fun with it, then by all means have fun with it. But yo, those Sword Art movies, they be killing it in the theaters, man. It's like every other week there's a new Sword Art movie. So I don't know if those are like remakes of the anime or they're just new stories to cap off the seasons or whatever, but people be liking them shits, man. But from my time watching Sword Art Online, I thought it was a pretty harmless series. I know it got a lot of hate from people. I mean, there was a period in time where people just like were shitting on Sword Art left, right, and center. I mean, I had my jokes because the second part of the first season was not as good as the first part of the first season. And there was, of course, that little weird thing that happened. But yeah, you know, it's a harmless show. You know, like I'm not really a fan of that weird cousin love shit that went down. But yeah, it seems like a harmless show. Like I said, I don't have any type of like, I can't speak on this shit. So I'm not gonna be like other people out who just be speaking like, yeah, you know, like it's a terrible show, you should never watch it. Did you watch any episodes? Nah, man. Because you know how that be. Like in the gaming community, some people are like, yo, this game is shitty. Did you play it? Man, I don't even waste my time downloading that. I'm like, okay. And then you look at the game they're talking about, and it's a game like Psychonauts 2, which Psychonauts 2 is a good game. I mean, it might not be your cup of tea, but to say that shit is trash, that shit ain't trash, bro. Ooh, J-World, what's up, bro? How you doing, my guy? Okay. 2 more super chats and then okay. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate that, truly. All right, $5 super chat coming in from my homie Marcus Doyle Terrell. Thank you so much, bro. What do you think of Ridley Scott's statement on superhero movies? It's one thing if people don't like them, but they always go out of their way to bash them. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing you hear from Ridley. If it's not Ridley Scott, it's some other auteur filmmaker just shitting on superhero movies, saying they're not real movies, they're theme park rides, yada, yada, yada. I mean, listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's fine. But some of these dudes just go out of their way to talk shit. And I don't know if it's a jealousy thing, but bro, it's like, why are you making fun of your fellow filmmaker? Like, you know how hard it is to make a movie. And so why would you shit on somebody just because they make a different type of movie? Like, there's like when The Godfather came out, look how many movies it influenced afterwards. And look how many shitty rip-off copycats we've seen of movies like The Godfather. Or a lot of the Western movies. Like shitty remakes and copies of all those great Western movies, right? Are you going to say that the genre as a whole is bad? No. I mean, there's really good superhero movies out there. Now, is there anything that's really on the level of The Godfather? No, but let's be honest. Not many movies are really on the level of The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2. A lot of movies are more like The Godfather Part 3. Ugh. But yeah, I don't think it's that big a deal. It's like if people like watching these movies, cool. Like, would you say that rom-coms aren't real movies? Would you say that like any type of experimental movie is not a real movie? Like, it's dumb. My God, like just move on, go ahead and make your movies. Or I would say I would impose a challenge to a lot of these filmmakers. Why don't you make your own version of a superhero movie? If you think they're terrible theme park rides, then let's see your take on it. Go ahead, let's do it. Like, go for it. That would be my answer if, like, let's say I worked on a really successful superhero movie and people loved it and somebody said that. I'd be like, all right, I want to see what you do. Like, let me see what you're going to do to fix this genre that you say is broken. So, like, when people say that, it's just they're looking for something to hate on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. Like, I think on some level, we should start experimenting with superhero movies. Take The Eternals, for example. It didn't really gel with me. It would have worked better as a TV show. But you can't say that that's just the same old type of superhero movie we've seen, because it's not. They do different things with it. Logan, perfect example. The Dark Knight, perfect example. Matt Reeves' Batman looks like it's going to be the Dark Knight of this generation. Fingers crossed. But yeah, everything with storytelling, it comes from one place, right? It comes from one person's idea and the work that they put into it and all the different drafts that come with doing that. The decades of, because here's the thing, like, people hate superhero movies, fair enough, but then you're also hating what those are based off of too. Comics, like, so many of these people who've written comics have won awards throughout the years because on a fundamental level, it's about their storytelling and how everything comes together with the storytelling, with the art, with the characters, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's, to me, I don't view it as superhero movies are lesser and they suck. Some of them are popcorn movies. Like, let's just be real. There was a time when a lot of the Marvel and DC movies that were coming out were just literally, okay, you just have big name actors in this to try to sell this movie, and the movie was not that great. But that's a lot of movies out there. How many times have you seen a movie out there that stars Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, all these like famous Hollywood peoples, and the movie sucks? Like, would you say that those movies are still, like, people, it's so weird. Like, someone would say Logan or The Dark Knight is not a good movie, but just because you have all these big name actors in a shitty movie, that somehow makes it, it qualifies more as a movie? I don't know, man. It's dumb. $5 from Don Otaku. Religion is for people who need help being a morally correct person when just watching a lot of anime can do the same job. And it's entertaining. Bro, I don't think I want to live in a world where someone has school days as their Bible. I don't think we need that in the world. Oh, God. One more like until we hit 69, you guys. Who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the one to hit 69 likes? And if you hit 69 likes, comment down below. I'm going to give you a chocolate chip cookie or something. I'm seeing a lot of Sword Art fans in the chat. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, we just surpassed 72 likes, so I don't even know who's the 69th like. Now we're at 75. Who was the 69 like? Whoever liked in the past seven likes, comment down below if you liked it. Who's the like? Zach okay. It's Anthony. It could be Anthony, Zach Rodriguez. I don't know. Yeah. Corey Gryffindor? Corey Gryffindor, did you really wait until we were an hour and a half into the stream to like the stream? You lucky you super chatted. Yo, I loved that School Days ending, Asbel. I really did. If you guys have not watched School Days, I'm not telling you to watch School Days. I am not telling you to watch School Days. But if you do want to watch School Days, come back and message me and we can talk about it. Because that anime is... Yo, what the fuck? Neo's the only dude I would 69 like for. Oh, I appreciate that, Studio Piro. I appreciate that. And I still call you by your old name, bro. I still call you by that shit. Appreciate it, my guy. Would you be surprised if I said yes? You know, Corey Gryffindor, I would. But you're the homie, man. So it's all good. Okay. All right. So let's scroll and blast. Oh, you guys asked so many questions. Oh, my God. I love y'all. All right. I'm going to scroll and blast. Much love from Poland. Oh, thank you so much, Squall. I appreciate that, bro. Where y'all watching? I know we did that at the beginning of the stream, but we got a lot more people tuning in. Where y'all tuning in from? Coming at y'all from New York. And yes, I pronounce it New York. I can't say New York. I can't. It's new, spelled the standard way, and then Y-A-W-K, New York. That's just how it is. And it didn't really hit me until somebody brought it up in the comment section. Like, damn, Neo, you were a straight New Yorker, bro. I just do that shit, bro. Yeah, I'd be saying New York, coffee. I say coffee, room. My boy Tundex gets on me all the time for that. It's like, just say New York, bro. I'd be like, New York. New York. I live in New York. Ugh. I can't do that, bro. And the thing is, like, I don't know what it is. Like, no one in my house says this. I don't know why. I don't know, man. Maybe because for a lot of the jobs I've worked, I've always been in the city. Maybe that just did that. I don't know, bro. Oh, God. I'm a Chicagoan. That sounds like a damn new species right there, bro. This man said, I'm coming to you from my bedroom. Hey, yo, NKDN, listen. Love is love, bro. Love is love, bro. But I think you and Flame need to get into the room. If Flame is talking about getting messy, watching me on TV, you watch me from your bedroom. I don't know. Y'all need to go handle that. Y'all need to go handle that. New species. Straight up Chicagoan. All right, so there's a A92 2TB SSD for $268. Should I cop or wait for Black Friday? I would say wait for Cyber Monday, man. See what them deals is looking like. That's what I would tell you to do, man. But yeah, that's not a bad deal. $268 for a 2TB SSD. Dude, like literally a few months ago, a 2TB SSD was well over $300. They're coming down quick. Shit. For $268, 2TB SSD? Fuck, bro, that's a good deal. Because right now, 1TB SSDs are a little under $200. So make sure it's compatible with the PS5 and there's no type of fuck ups. All right. Okay, so we got a question coming in from Felixis123. Hey Neo, how's it going? Oh, it's going pretty good, my friend. Quick question. I'm visiting New York next month for my birthday and wanted to see what suggestions you had to do and see. Only thing planned is seeing Aladdin on Broadway. Oh, my man's is taking a trip to New York. So all my New Yorkers comment. I did it again. All my New Yorkers All my New Yorkers, comment down below. My man's is visiting New York. What do y'all think he should do? All right, so for me, if I'm visiting New York for the first time, obviously you're getting Aladdin on Broadway out of the way. You got to see a Broadway show. Whatever it is, you have to experience that because Broadway is not everywhere. And the beautiful thing about Broadway is that it is a different experience every single time you go. And you're picking a great time to visit New York. You're going to be around during Christmas time, so it's going to be so fucking beautiful, man. Visit Times Square. Obviously, you're already going to be in Times Square, so explore all those stores in that little vicinity. But also, one thing I want you to do is I want you to experience as many boroughs as you can. You know, I don't know how long you're going to be staying here, but you definitely got to go to Brooklyn. You got to hit up Queens. Long Island, if you want to see what a different side of New York is, go to Long Island or Staten Island, but you don't need to go to no Staten Island. And we go get the one person in Staten Island coming in here and say, hey, why are you shitting on Staten Island for? But you definitely, you gotta visit all the boroughs, man, just so you can see different parts of New York City. Because one thing that you see a lot in movies, you know, in really popular movies, they only focus on the popular aspects. So they'll show like the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty and Times Square and all that stuff. And while those are great attractions, that's not exactly the average life of a New Yorker. That's just the average life of a tourist, right? So go and visit stuff. Visit all the museums, visit the libraries, hit up all the hole-in-the-wall spots you find. So if you're a big video gamer, hit up J&L Game Store. Hit up that place. If you're big into anime and manga, hit up Kinokuniya Bookstore. Hit up Book Off. My man's just saying, go to the Bronx. Yeah, straight up, go to the Bronx, man. Like, trust me, you have never experienced a place like the Bronx before. There's only one Bronx. It's a jungle for a reason, man. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. Like Central Park. Go to as many different restaurants as you can find, man. Try to have food that you can't get at home, right? So avoid all the chain spots. Don't go to places that you can always get, you know, 5 minutes from your crib. Go visit some stuff. Visit some great Italian spots. Hit up the Village, man. You know, just eat a lot of good food, bro. Eat a lot of good food because there's a lot of stuff. Someone says visit Neo himself. I mean, I don't know when you're gonna be around, but I mean, if we might plan a little type of meetup next month, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. But that is definitely in the cards for the Asbel go on timeout. This man said, hole in the wall, huh? Like a glory hole? Yo, what is with all the horny people in the chat tonight? First Flame is making a mess, and NKDN is relaxing on his bed watching the stream. Then we got this dude over here talking about glory holes. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to hit up Pornhub before you come to the Ask Neo streams, because this shit is getting out of control. This shit's fucking crazy. Bunch of horny men on a Saturday night. Like, what? Chat is wild tonight, Chris. The chat is wild tonight. This shit crazy, bro. My boy Ryan over here. Hit up Central Park, eat at Carmine's, visit Bryant Park and Rockefeller Center, go to Williamsburg, Brooklyn for the sunset, have Junior's cheesecake, eat a chopped cheese. Yeah, listen, everything that he's saying, bro, just like timestamp it, clip it, do all the things he said, bro. All that shit, bro. There's a lot of fun stuff, but honestly, the best part is just walking around and finding things that are interesting, man, because there ain't no city like New York, bro. I thought this was a Christian stream. Listen, Gemini, I thought it was a Christian YouTube channel as well. Shout out to the 91 people watching. I thought it was, bro, but evidently it's not. Evidently, we talk about glory holes. All right. Have you played Shin Megami Tensei 5 yet? No, I have not gotten a chance to play it yet. I have to finish up Tales of Arise before I do that. But I did buy the game just because, you know, you got to support the Atlas JRPGs. Got to support the Switch Nation. You got to do those things. So, of course, I did pick it up. Let's see. We got a $5 super chat from Don Otaku. School days taught us the most important lesson. From the tragic book of Makoto. Main character shall not get punani unless it's a hentai. It is written. I'm gonna need your wife to come take you away. Because this is a Christian YouTube chat and you talk about punani. Like, what? Listen, I am a wholesome child of God, guys. I have never even held a girl's hand before in my life. Like, I've never even looked a woman in the eyes, so I don't know what kind of YouTube stream y'all think this is. But listen, we don't get down like that. I appreciate that, Don Otaku. Thank you. We have $2 coming in from Flame. Bro, I'm just chilling playing Dragon Quest 3 on the Switch. Chill vibes. So, all right then. We'll see how long that goes, Flame. $4.99 from the homie JH. What's up, Neo? I just copped that 55-inch LG C1 OLED, and I can't wait till it comes in. Also, what would you recommend from Rockin' Ramen, bro? I pass by there a lot. Oh, shit, JH, you local? Damn, JH around my crib, bro. That's crazy. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, so from Rockin' Ramen, man, I'm like, yo, I'm like one of those people where I just don't want to give a blanket recommendation. Like, you know how sometimes people say, oh, go to this place, everything is good, you know? But if you go to Rockin' Ramen, definitely get some spicy ramen in your life, bro. Some spicy ramen. Like, I'm one of those weird dudes because I load up on a lot of protein in my ramen. I get an extra fried egg in there. But yeah, honestly, bro, everything there is good. Everything there is good. You got to try the pork, is it the pork dumplings? No, I don't think they're dumplings. Hold on, let me pull up their menu right quick. Because it's a pork something, and it comes in like this little blanket. Let me see, hold up. But that's crazy, yo. I'm trying to plan a meetup around my area, because I live literally 5 minutes away from, you guys know Boomstick from Boomstick, Mr. Boomstick Gaming and all that stuff. The man with like 40 podcasts, that's my homie right there. We literally live like 5 minutes away from each other. I live near King David. What's it called? Everborn. He's not too far from me either. I'm like, yo, have y'all been here this whole fucking time? And I'm just realizing this now. Hold on. Let me pull up their menu right quick. Sorry, guys. One sec. I said menu. Thank you. All right. So let me get that music going again. Hold up. There we go. Crazy. All right. So yeah, you definitely got to get, when you go there, you've got to get the, again, I'm gonna probably mispronounce this, right? But you've got to get the steamed bao pork buns. Got to get that. That's paramount to everything else. But yeah, like the curry chicken ramen is pretty good. Jerk chicken ramen, if you're into jerk chicken, I feel like everybody should be into jerk chicken. Come on now. That's really good. And then, you know, you of course got your basic stuff like shoyu ramen, tonkatsu ramen, things like that. But yeah, it's good shit, man. Finish off with some mochi as well. You're gonna have fun. Yeah, but let me know how local you are, bro. He said he passed by that all the time for work. That's crazy, man. I'm finding out all these homies live near me. Oh man, you got the same area code too. My guy, what the fuck? What's up, Adrian? What's up? All right, but yo, congratulations on that that new TV, JH, dude. Every single day, it's like a new homie got that LG TV, and I feel so sad. I should have ponied up the extra couple $100 and bought that LG CX, bro. And now I'm regretting it. Cause you know how hard it is to sell a fucking TV? It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I'm gonna go do like list this shit on Craigslist. Like, if it's a small TV, that's easy. I just put that in the whip, go. How am I gonna sell a 65-inch TV? I gotta get the box from the attic, put that shit back in there, man. But yeah, I've been looking at that C1. It's been on sale, like I think. But the problem is the one I want is never on sale for the price I want. Because I was looking at paying like a clean $1,000 for the TV, but a clean $1,000 is only the 48-inch C1. And you know me, like, maybe 65 inches is a bit too big for my bedroom, so I'll downsize to 55. But still, though, like, that 65. Here's the weirdest shit. The weirdest shit about having a big TV in a small room is that it feels like you're in a fucking movie theater, y'all. And especially when you got the surround system set up. Oh my god, bro, I'm so excited to watch the Marvel movies. They put a lot of them in IMAX on Disney Plus. So I'm so excited, just like this big ass TV as big as a wall. Just watch this Marvel stuff in IMAX. Woof, I can't wait. All right. We got $10 coming in from Mr. Jackson, not Miss Jackson, so I don't gotta apologize. Hopefully somebody gets that reference. Honestly, Rockstar is getting what they deserve. I saw the Trilogy Remaster being bad from the start when they started sending DMCA takedowns to mods and taking the teams to court. Oh my god, yeah. That's another indication as well. Like, whenever a company sends cease and desist to mods, like, bro, this is just people doing fun stuff for the community. And you're doing that, you're being a dick for no reason. But then, when you saw how the remaster looked, and comparing it to mods, bro, like I gotta see if I can. I'm gonna find it on Twitter right now, and I'm gonna retweet it for those who haven't seen it. But yeah, it's really bad. Like the modders did a great job at bringing the old games up to modern standards versus what Rockstar did. Where is it? Trilogy. There was a great mod. Okay, I found. Oh wait. All right, I'm gonna post this on Twitter right now. All right, I'll post it on Twitter right now. But yeah, it's fucking sad, bro. There's no way around it. Like, bro, all you had to do, like, you're Rockstar, Take-Two, you have an unlimited budget with all the money GTA Online brings in, and you license it out to people with shoestrings, paper clips, used gum. They literally scraped gum from underneath the seats at a school. It's like, yep, this is our fuel for the remaster. Fucking hell. Let's see. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Miyazaki. I'm a up JH here on TV flexing. 65-inch Sony A80J OLED. Man, the blacks are a blessing. Yo, yeah, shout out to the blacks in your TV, and also shout out to the black people in general. Damn, man, I'm feeling so sad now. I should have got a fucking OLED. But you know what? It is what it is. Everything in life, it's a learning experience, y'all. It's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Shout out to you guys, though. Shout out. Christian YouTube channel. Okay, man. Oh, you did, Aaron? Oh, bet, bro. I'll definitely check that out later. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll around, and feel free to like ask your questions again, you guys, because after a while, YouTube it cuts off the chat where I can see stuff. So feel free to ask your questions again if I haven't answered them. Let's see. You gotta get Spider-Man 2? Obviously. I can't wait for that shit, bro. 2023. Let's fucking go, man. Anime is the best religion. It makes us appreciate life, love, and thick thighs. Hey man, that's the truth right there, bro. But hey, there aren't like too many thick anime girls. There's only a couple. Like there's thick by anime standards, and then there's thick. And we don't see too much of that in anime, man. We need to though. We need to start seeing some thick ass women in anime, not just big titty women. We need thick proportion. We need some fucking yams, bro. That's what we need in anime. All right, 2 questions. This is coming from Oblivion. Your thoughts on a Hydro Thunder reboot? PGG. Oh, so that's Playground Games, I assume. And what did you think of the Artful Escape? So Artful Escape, I've only put in an hour of time into that game. I know the game's not that long. It's only like, what, 4 hours? But I only put in an hour. I'm really enjoying it, but like I said, it's one of those experience type of games, so I can't. It's not like an RPG where I can talk about it after 5 hours, 10 hours. Like I'm enjoying it, but I want to see everything in its full context, so I can't say like anything about it. But yeah, if Playground, why do I say Playground? If Playground Games, my God, Neil, learn to speak. If they did a Hydro Thunder reboot, now I'm not too familiar with Hydro Thunder. Like I remember seeing it as a kid. But if they're going to reboot that, I mean, might as well. Like, fuck it. Like, they've already got this shit on lock. Like, so an open world game in that style, bro, I'm just waiting for somebody to bring back Wave Race or 1080 Snowboard. Like, can we just bring those games back, man? Please, we need this shit. Let's see. Okay, so we got 199 coming in from the homie JH. That VRR hits different though. A80J ain't doing that. Oh, yeah. The thing about them Sony here, the Sony TVs is that Sony TVs are really dog shit when it comes to promising updates. Like my Sony X900H, I've had this TV for a year and it just got the variable refresh rate update. It took a year for that. That's not good at all. And this TV has been out even longer than a year. Sony's just really bad with updates. So my general rule of thumb is never buy a tech product with the promise of features to come. Don't do that. If it's not included in the box with the TV, don't assume that they're going to update it with time. These aren't like game consoles where you get a good timeline of things. These, like, Sony had to wait an entire year to release this update, and the update was broken on release. Like, how the fuck? Yeah, so after this, if I buy a TV, a Sony TV, it's going to be some top of the line shit. I'm not buying any of like their entry level mid-grade stuff, because anything that has features, I want to have features. LG does a really good job at that, though. They do a good job at like making sure, like, okay, this is in the box working. $5 Australian super chat from the homie Maddie. Thank you so much. We know that the Game Awards are best for announcements, but what are your top 5 Game of the Year picks for the show? So for me, you know, obviously like award shows, they don't really hold too much weight. I do like to watch them just because of the spectacle. But like some of my favorite games I've played this year, starting off the list, like these are in no particular order. Psychonauts 2, Forza Horizon 5, Death's Door. I fucking love the shit out of Death's Door. That was great. Really enjoying Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. I think it'll probably be in my Game of the Year pick. I don't know if it's like top 5 or top 10. Resident Evil Village was a really fun time. Tales of Arise, it was in my Game of the Year discussions up until the final act, and it had to leave, because any game that just bombards me with like 5 hours of cutscenes and takes away my agency, and it's not like a good type of cutscene where it's a culmination of things. It's literally exposition dump after exposition dump after exposition dump. I had to take that out of there. But yeah, like Psychonauts 2, Forza Horizon 5, Death's Door, Guardians of the Galaxy, Resident Evil Village. Those are all games I really enjoyed. But remember, I still have not played Neo: The World Ends With You, The Great Ace Attorney, Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Metroid Dread. Like, I still have to play all of those games. And just based off what I'm seeing, Metroid Dread is probably going to end up in my Game of the Year conversation. Maybe Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm a big fan of Atlas titles. But remember, it's all about how they stick the landing. And yeah, I mean, Neo: The World Ends With You. I love the first World Ends With You. And everything I've heard from people, if it's that caliber. Let me see. What else did I play this year? Ooh, It Takes Two. It Takes Two is definitely in the running for top games I played this year. Because that game is just so fucking fun, bro. Like, there's literally no game out like It Takes Two. Like, no others. Co-op games are a dying breed, bro. It's killing me on the inside. Just the amount of creativity and ingenuity that went into It Takes Two. We need to see more of that shit, bro. That's what the world needs. Oh, here comes Bond. Here comes Bond, ready to bully me again. Legend of Heroes. Legend of Heroes. Like, bro, that's a major commitment. Listen, Bond. I will play Legend of Heroes. All right, let me catch y'all up to speed. What's going on, Positive Gamer? What's up? Let me catch y'all up to speed on this man Bond, right? So, last year during quarantine, I picked up 2 games on the PS4, right? Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. I always heard a lot of good things about Cold Steel from the homie Asbel in the chat. You know, my main man Bobby. They always talk good shit about that. And I'm always in the market for a quality JRPG. Right? So they're like, yo, you got to try out Legend of Heroes. So I said, I bet I'll start with Cold Steel, because it seemed fairly like in its own bubble. You can do things. So I started Cold Steel. I was really enjoying it. Got about like 30 hours into it. And then this dude Bond comes at me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, what, bro? He's like, why are you not playing the first game in that series? And I was like, but people said I could play this and it'd be all right. He's like, no. Go back and play the older games. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Because the thing about the Legend of Heroes franchise, y'all, the best way I could describe this is it's kind of like the MCU, but for video games. If we're talking about a story, a narrative that is told over so many games and it having like a culmination, that's what this franchise is. There's really no other franchise that is as ambitious as Legend of Heroes. But the problem is Legend of Heroes, it's not the most accessible gaming franchise. Up until recently, with the games coming out on Steam, the only way to really play a lot of these games was to own so many pieces of hardware or emulation. because a lot of the games, you know, came out like on the PSP. Some of the games didn't even get localized, so you had to emulate them and have like translation patches. But here recently, we've gotten a lot of those games come out on Steam. They don't have everything just yet because of, you know, like I said, localization issues. But it's a big franchise. It's a major commitment. So many games, and like I said, these aren't fucking 10-hour games. These are JRPGs where you put like 40, 50, 60 plus hours into them. So if every Legend of Heroes game has always been on PC, but not all of them have been localized, Bond. You know that. You do have to go out there and download translation patches for some of them, you know. And for some people, that's a turnoff. They'll be like, oh, I'll just wait to play this shit on a console. So I was like, I bet. So Asvelant in the chat, he actually donated for me to play them. He said, I don't care when you play these in your life, but I want you to play them. So I started downloading it and I was playing it and I was like, I wish this game was on the Switch, because that style of game fits perfectly for the Switch. Like, it's a comfy kind of game, bro. So I was like, all right, you know, I'll get back to this at some point, because I don't like sitting in my chair playing games. Like, I like chilling in my bed, playing on my consoles and playing on my Switch. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, man, let's play this JRPG. That's not me, bro. This man Bond is gonna roast me tomorrow on Weapon Wheel. I know it. I fucking know it. But at least I'm out here beating my games, Bond. That's what we doing. But I will eventually get to... Exactly. That's why I'm buying the Steam Deck. Because when I get that Steam Deck is when I'm gonna play all those Legend Hero games and then catch up. And then I'll continue my Cold Steel playthrough and go through those games. Because there's Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they got this whole new shit they're going on. And by the time I finish some of those games, the ones that weren't localized will get localized, and then I will finally play all that shit, Bond. Are you happy now? Are you happy that you are harassing another man over the internet about video games? Oh, but shout out to the homie Bond. That's the homie right there. This nigga started on Age of Ultron. Yeah, Bond, shut up. People told me, like, they're like, listen, people said, play Cold Steel, you'll understand most of the story, and if you enjoy it, then maybe you'll go back and play the other ones. Because why would you... That's like... Bro, that'd be like if you told someone to get into... Obviously not the same comparison, but if someone asked like, okay, I want to get into the Final Fantasy series, what do you recommend? Are you going to recommend Final Fantasy 1? I'm not saying that the first Legend of Heroes game is like Final Fantasy 1 and it's very dated, but if something is available right now on my PS4, Cold Steel, and I can play the majority of it and have a great time, then I'll go back and play the other ones. But if I start with the old ones and then I'll be like, I don't know, that could turn some people off. Oh man. All right, anyways, $2 super chat from Flame. Oh, no Tails love, I prevail again. You did not fucking prevail at all, Flame. You got 2 minutes into Tails, so don't even you Scarlet Nexus. $5 super chat from Don Otaku. It's good to see 3 3D platformers in the talks for Game of the Year, even though Ratchet is mid and only a graphical showcase. Ratchet is not mid, bro. That's a good game. Ratchet was a good game. It wasn't the best Ratchet game. Ratchet was a good game, bro. $5 from Miyazaki. Bond gonna start bets with you, Neo. Bond, I understand that they're all independent games, but for some people, it could be an easier sell to play the first Cold Steel and fall in love with the franchise. And if they really want to see everything in its full context, then they'll go back and play the old ones. That's what I'm saying, Bond. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, which is why I said it's the not exact same thing. Oh. Okay. Yo, Crack in Time. Dude, Crack in Time was fucking God's here. I love that game. Honestly, I feel like they peaked the Ratchet and Clank franchise with that entry. Have you watched the new Hawkeye footage? I love the camera work. No, I actually haven't. When they showed that in the because there was a trailer that came out, then there was the Disney Plus sizzle reel yesterday. When I saw that Hawkeye footage, I just skipped past it because I was like, nah, the show's coming out in 2 weeks. I'll just wait. But I'm excited for Hawkeye, man. I have a big feeling they're gonna bring in some of them Daredevil characters into Hawkeye, bro. I have a big feeling we're gonna see Kingpin show up. Oh, that's all. I'm hearing some good things about Shin Megami Tensei 5 in the comment section. That's good, y'all. That's good. Like I said, once I push myself through Tales of Arise and finish up Guardians of the Galaxy, that's when I'm gonna go through Metroid Dread. Because Metroid Dread I can just beat in under 15 hours. And then after that, I'll start Shin Megami Tensei 5. That'll be my next big JRPG commitment. Bond, there's more to life than hanging out with bitches, bro. There's more to life than hanging out with bitches in video games. Come on, fam. You know we out here doing different shit, Bond. Shin Megami 30 frames per second 5. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, Shin Megami Tensei 5 would be the first time I actually just buy a game on Switch, not play it on Switch, but then emulate it online to play it at like a stable frame rate. I really hope that thing does come to PC at some point. Because listen, the Switch was a cool concept in 2017, but in 2021, oh boy. Let's see. Who do you think is the voice of Avengers Spider-Man? That's a good question, bro. I couldn't really tell from the footage, but it sounded extremely young. It sounded like young and at the same time off. Like it didn't really sound like a Spider-Man voice to me. It sounded like someone who had low energy trying to do a Spider-Man voice for a birthday party. I don't know, but that in general, that's just a lot of the stuff that's in that Avengers game. Bro, when I watched that, okay, so for those who do not know, they finally announced that Spider-Man's coming to the Avengers game. I think it's releasing like what, in like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. They put out a trailer with no gameplay, but it's just showing Spider-Man doing Spider-Man shit. Bro, that was like the most low energy debut trailer I've ever seen. For a character as iconic as Spider-Man, you watch that trailer and I'm like, bro, really? This is it? This is fucking it? You got Spider-Man in your game a whole year later? And it's like, that's it, bro? Like, I did not get excited to see Spider-Man. And you guys know me. I get fucking excited about a lot of things with Spider-Man. But I saw that shit and I was like, nope. Hell nah, bro. And when he said Avengers Assemble, I'm like, that is the weakest fucking shit. And Spider-Man would never say Avengers Assemble. Fuck that shit. I don't know, man. That Avengers game in general is just mid. I know Gabe is going to come back and say, hey. Blandrew beat Metroid Dread before NeoGameSpark. Well, Bond, I told you, I'm going through other games before I start that, dude. But I bought Metroid Dread just to support people. That's it, bro. That's it, man. Bitches, video games, money. Those are the Bond's priorities. Who do you think will voice Peter in freshman year? If it's not the guy that they got in What If, I have no idea, to be honest. Because the guy they got for What If was a very convincing Tom Holland sound-alike. So maybe they might use that because this is still in the MCU. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really... Bond, what does Blandrew beating Metroid Dread before me have to do with me going through long-ass JRPGs that are like 6 times the length of Metroid Dread? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, bro? Like, I don't understand that logic, man. I bought Metroid Dread support, and I will get to that shit. This guy Bond, like I said, derailing all the podcasts. But yeah, I don't know. That Spider-Man MCU show they're doing, I don't know how to feel, man. Because to be honest, I'm very apathetic to a lot of the MCU Spider-Man stuff, bro. I just need this kid to get to college. I need this kid to get to college and be on his own. Cause all this stuff they've been doing, it's nauseating, bro. It's like, take off the training wheels, man. Let this dude be Spider-Man. And this origin cartoon they're doing, talking about the early years of Spider-Man. Like, what early years? You're gonna talk about the 6 months prior? You're gonna talk about like him getting the spider bite, and then Uncle Ben getting clapped for the 88th time? Like, what are you honestly gonna do in that 6 months? Because remember, he didn't start getting into legit Spider-Man shit until Civil War and onwards. So this is going to be an animated show that literally just shows him in high school, Uncle Ben dying, and getting the spider bite. Because they can't use any type of notable villain in that show, because he didn't fight anything. He just fought, like, random jabronis. Random people sticking up folks or jaywalkers or whatever. And if they start using Spider-Man villains that they didn't use, that would make no sense because he's literally still a fucking infant with training wheels. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I just get to college, fuck bitches, make no money, Peter. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, bro. Like that Spider-Man animated show, like, yo, I don't need to see this nigga Uncle Ben die, bro. Like, if anyone wants to know what it's gonna be like to see Uncle Ben getting clapped again, all I gotta say is the ending of Red Dead Redemption 1. That's it, bro. Spoilers. That's fucking it, bro. Damn, speaking of Red Dead, bro. Might be time for another playthrough of the first game, man. Making you a shirt with Uncle Ben getting clapped. That's fucking terrible, bro. Let my man Ben's rest in peace, Marvel. Don't... You know what? I just need them to acknowledge Uncle Ben. That's it. Just acknowledge that the man exists. Just let Peter say the words Uncle Ben. Let him do it, man. Let him do that. All right. Let's see. $5 super chat coming in from Don Otaku. Insomniac haven't had a 9 out of 10 game since the PS3 Ratchet games, but y'all hyped them up as better than studios like SM who have 10s. Overrated as fuck. Listen, man. Insomniac's the fucking GOAT. I'm gonna need you to give them their flowers, Don Otaku. They make really competent games. And they've made one of the best superhero games of all time with Spider-Man, right? Insomniac is just a really fucking consistent studio. They deliver on all fronts. They might not be 9 out of 10 games at times, but they're really consistent with their output. They're great with their community. The amount of updates that they give us for said games is better than some of these 10 out of 10 games. Like, how long we had to wait for God of War to get patched, right? Meanwhile, Insomniac's like, nah, bitch, we're giving you all the patches right now. You know what? We're gonna give you patches for your patches. You like ray tracing? We're gonna give you ray tracing. You know what? You want a 60 frames per second ray tracing? We're gonna give you that too. All I'm saying is that Insomniac's the GOAT, man. They are not overrated, bro. They are definitely worth that investment. And when that Wolverine game comes out of Taco, I don't want to see you hyping that shit up. Yo, dude, like I said, the Spider-Man in high school shit, what people don't realize is that all the best Spider-Man stories come when he's in college and in adulthood. Peter Parker was in high school for like 5 minutes in the comics. Now, in the Ultimate Comics, they did set it in high school, and a lot of the stuff happening to him was when he was in high school. But there's a reason why a lot of people don't reference the Ultimate Comics that much, because outside of that high school shit, they did a lot of weird stuff. A lot of really weird shit in the Ultimate Comics. It's a solid read for the early days of like young Peter Parker getting the spider bite and maneuvering. But outside of that, it's like, yeah, 616. I'll prefer that. We need a Power Rangers game. Bring that Free Ranger saga to life. Bro. Oh, you said the Green Ranger. Okay, I'm about to say there's a Free Ranger now. What the fuck? Dude, Power Rangers, I feel like that's going to be the next untapped franchise for video games. We need, like, bro, can you just imagine like having a Power Rangers game with a great story attached to it, iconic rogues gallery, maybe make it like a multiverse shit where you have all the different Power Rangers from the different eras come together, maybe have like an online mode where you just go with your boys and you just beat up villains and shit. Like, that would be fun, but no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that because first off, they don't want to mess with the IP, the licensed IP. And second, they gonna get like D teams to work on them, bro. It's gonna be the worst part about it. Spider-Man 2018 was not better than any of the Batman Arkham games. Cap. No, listen, that Spider-Man game was definitely better than some of them Batman games. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real. It was definitely better than Arkham Knight. What you talking about, bro? Arkham City, I'll give you, Don Otaku. I'll give you Arkham City. I'll give you Arkham City. But it was definitely better than Asylum. Definitely better than Arkham Knight. Definitely better than Origins. You won't tell me that fucking... Listen, I would rather do the stealth missions with Mary Jane and Miles Morales in Spider-Man 2018 than touch the fucking Batmobile. That's all I'm saying, Don Otaku. Yeah, they do have that Power Rangers fighting game, but I'm thinking like grander scale and scope. I would say give that to Platinum, but we saw last time Platinum worked on a licensed game, man. What's up, Chris B? How you doing, bro? We need a Power Rangers game with the Lord Draken story. Bro, you could make a legitimately good Power Rangers game story, man. It doesn't got to take itself seriously, but at the same time, it can be like pretty fun. It can be serious at times. It could work, man. It could work. One of these days, man. One of these days. All right, let's see. If there's one game I'd recommend, it's the Mario 64 PC port with ray tracing and reshade enabled. Yo, that shit might look ridiculous, bro. Holy crap. Mario with ray tracing, y'all. Nintendo ain't gonna touch ray tracing until like 2045, man. That's the crazy part about it. Yeah, I did pre-order the Steam Deck, but as many of y'all know, Steam Deck did get delayed. Speaking of games, anyone played Bright Memory Infinite? I played that little demo thing last year or earlier this year. I really wasn't feeling it, but you know, it was a work in progress. I think the full one came out recently. I'm not too sure, but I know people were talking about it on the timeline. I haven't touched it yet. I'll probably just wait for it to drop on Xbox. Probably be on Game Pass. Yeah, most likely will be, right? Damn, everyone in here getting that LG TV this week. Fuck, bro. Ugh, man, oh man. But shout out to y'all. I'm happy for everybody. Congratulations. Oh my god. That's literally me on the inside. All right. I hated my OLED because it was too black. First off, Don Otaku, that's racist. That's fucking racist. Too black? Listen, we black and we proud around these parts, bro. Damn, now I want some jerk chicken, bro. Fuck. You know what I want? I want some oxtail. I want some mac and cheese. Fuck, bro. Let's see if this Jamaican spot is still open. I don't know what happened during, you know, like you always got to double check during COVID and shit. Because some places might have been shut down. Oh, and then there's the other problem because this spot, they got really good food, but they always run out. Let me see. Okay. Oh, they're still open. Damn, I might order Jamaican food tonight. Shit. Have you seen the My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission movie? No, I have not seen it. I'll probably just wait for it to come to like Funimation streaming service. Cause y'all know, like I'm a fan of My Hero and everything, but when it comes to like the anime movies, when it comes to anime movies in general, I don't really see too many of the licensed ones. So like if there's a Naruto movie, I'm not really gonna see it in theaters unless it's like a really good one. Demon Slayer was interesting because that was a continuation of the story, so I got excited based off of that. I did see the last My Hero movie. I just took a chance on it. I was like, fuck it, why not? And I was blown away by that movie's finale. But I'm not really hearing the same things about this movie. I heard it's just like another one of those, you know, just watch it if you want to see the characters again. So like I said, but that's most anime movies in general. So I'll just wait. 65-inch LG CX was my best investment last year. I believe it, Jones. I believe it, because that's just fucking beautiful, bro. Like every time I walk into like Best Buy and I see that, I'm like, oh my god. Oh yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did take inspiration from the Arkham series, but then it did the combat better. Ooh, Don Otaku ain't trying to have that conversation. No, 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 no way. Dude, I just like that last My Hero movie, bro. The majority of the movie is whatever, but the last like 15-20 minutes, oh my god, bro, that was a cinematic fucking experience. Like, bro, y'all ever have one of those situations where you watch something and you want to cry, like you just want to shed tears, not because you're sad, not because you're happy, just like you're witnessing something on screen? Bro, that was me watching that My Hero scene. I was like, what? I don't know what the fuck is going on, man, but I'm too in my fucking emotions right now. Oh god. Like when I saw Demon Slayer, I cried because that shit was emotional. But when I saw the My Hero movie, I wasn't sad or I wasn't like happy. It just tears started falling. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? That shit was crazy. Speak on it. Speak on it. Spider-Man took all the mechanics with Sunset Overdrive and it doesn't get enough credit for it. Well, yeah, Sunset Overdrive was like the groundwork and the foundation for a lot of the things in Spider-Man. It was like a hodgepodge combination, you know? This man, Dono Talk is like, nah, I'm typing my dissertation right now. Do you think the lengths of Naruto and One Piece are an issue? So with One Piece, I don't think the length is really an issue because Oda is a really good storyteller, and even though some arcs are better than others, and some arcs in One Piece are kind of whatever, for the most part, One Piece is a really consistent series. Naruto, on the other hand, I don't think Masashi Kishimoto needed to stretch that series out. If anything, I think that Naruto could have been a really incredible series if they didn't stretch it out like the last couple of years of Shippuden. If they had maybe ended Naruto in 2000 and I want to say maybe 10 or 11, it could have saved us so many years of like, what the fuck are you doing to this plot, man? Because as you can tell, like, there was a distinct shift in writing, in quality of writing, when he started getting into the later parts of Shippuden, like past the Pain arc. Things just started getting really fucking weird. I mean, you had some good moments in between, but everything else, like, leading us into that stuff was just very murky and... Blech. So yeah, I think that if Naruto was cut short by like 3-4 years, and he really focused on the stories for like the last 2 years or so, we could have gotten a really great culmination and ending, instead of what we got, which you can tell by the end, it's like, niggas is running on fumes, like, oh, let's just, add all this sci-fi shit into it. Why not, man? Let's go for it. But yeah, One Piece, Oda, you know what it is? Because Oda takes his time. Oda takes his time when he's writing. He doesn't try to like rush the shit just for the sake of rushing to shit or building something up just because he has to one up his last arc. Like, he takes his time with shit. That's what I love about Oda. $2 super chat from Flame. Last time I cried was Your Name. Beautiful movie. Your Name was a great movie. It didn't hit me the same as a lot of other people. I really enjoyed it though. It's a great movie, but like some people are saying, yo man, this movie fucking crying. That wasn't me. But then again, I know some people who watched that My Hero movie and didn't cry. Like, bro, I just never, like, because, you know, like when I cry about stuff, there's a good reason why, but I came out of My Hero movie crying. I'm like, I don't understand this. Why did I shed tears? Maybe that's why, like, when I used to like read like comics as a kid, whenever there was something major happening in comics and you'd see characters like shed tears, I was like, why are they crying? It's not like someone died or whatever, but it's probably like the spectacle of something and you've never seen it before. Like, I'm just being real. If I look out my fucking window and I see 6 fucking dots in the sky and that's Arishem, the judge, I'm fucking shedding tears. The world is fucking over. Like, that is insane. Could you, bro? Chloe Zhao is a master of framing shots. And just, bro, imagine if we just, oh my God, you look up in the sky and you see a fucking celestial. Like, oh, I'm done, bro. Neo cried at that 2019 Lion King remake, and we know why. Oh, dude, I wanted to cry. I just wish that they turned that movie off, but they didn't. I didn't watch that movie until it hit like Disney Plus, though. When it was on Disney Plus, I was like, all right, let's give this shit a shot, bro. I'm not paying for it. I mean, technically, I'm subscribed to Disney, so I'm paying Disney, but I'm not buying. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those weird loophole things. I paid them in my time. And man, that Lion King remake, let's just, oh my God. Almost shed one for Pervy Sage and Shippuden. Yo, dude, every single time I rewatch Naruto, I always get choked up when Jiraiya, spoiler fucking alert for a 10-plus-year-old scene, but I always get teary-eyed when Jiraiya dies. Who else in Naruto? I didn't like how the way my boy Neji went. I was like, that was very disrespectful. Don't fucking do that to my mans. And they did that to my mans because he was right all along. He knew the writing was on the wall. Who else, man? I remember when I saw the 3rd Hokage die, I cried because that was fucking sad. And then I realized what a terrible person he was. And I was like, I take back my tears. You gave Naruto $6 in food stamps and an apartment in the projects. How dare you? Would When Neji almost died the first time, you know how they made that shit so dramatic when Neji and Choji looked like they were dead? Like, I was like, damn, fucking hell, bro. It's like, who's cutting onions, man? Oh, yeah, they killed Neji. Yeah, they killed Neji in Shippuden. Yeah, that live... Most of the Disney remakes are garbage, man. The only ones I ever saw in theaters were... Jungle Book? I think just Jungle Book, yeah. Jungle Book was the only one I saw in theaters. Everything else I either caught on TV, caught on Disney Plus, or sailed the high seas. I want to give one of my boys a Christmas gift. What's a better Christmas gift? Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Switch, Yakuza Like a Dragon for the PS4. My friend loves JRPGs and RPGs. What game would you recommend? Honestly, Alan, you can't go wrong with either one of those gifts because they're really good. I'm leaning more towards Yakuza Like a Dragon because that game is just more accessible to play as opposed to Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles, well, it's a great game and it's a great story. That game, it's not as accessible in terms of like how it's designed by comparison to Yakuza Like a Dragon. Also, the storytelling in Like a Dragon, I want to say, is a lot better. It's got way better voice acting as well than Xenoblade Chronicles. And I don't know, like they're just two games from two different eras. Like Xenoblade is a game that came out in 2010. Like a Dragon is a game that came out in 2020. So things have changed in JRPGs over the past 10 years. But I mean, you can't go wrong with either, man. I'm leaning more towards Yakuza Like a Dragon because I love the characters in that game a lot more. I love the job system in that game. It reminded me a lot of classic Final Fantasy games. But I think he might enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles just because of how different the combat is compared to other JRPGs. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards Like a Dragon. When you realize the only relevant thing Neji did in Shippuden was die. Oh, no. I hate that because that's accurate. Like, Kishimoto didn't do shit with the side characters in Shippuden, bro. Like, none of them really got... Like, some of them got good scenes. Like, Mike Guy had some good scenes and everything, but most of them didn't. Yeah. I did watch Aladdin because one of my friends... He sent me his screener copy. And I was like, should you be doing this? He's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this movie. So he sent me his screener copy. I watched it when it came out. And I was like, nah, I can't do this shit. Looking back on it, I think the Aladdin remake is one of the better ones. But that's still not saying much. Because look what they did to Jafar. What's the status of you finally getting your own cat? Or are you happy as a cat uncle? So, I really do want to get a cat, man. I really want to. Like, me and my sister, we both want to get cats. And did the music stop already? Bro, we've been talking a lot. 2 hours have gone by. It's just crazy. Do you guys want more music, or are you just happy with me chatting? Did you guys like the music or not? But yeah, I really want to get a cat, bro, because every single time I go through my phone and I see photos of Twinkle Toes, because that's the name of the cat. That cat, I love that cat, bro. And like, we always had not bad experiences with cats growing up, but we never really had truly affectionate cats. Like, where I'm just chilling here, minding my business, and the cat is just right here, and I pet it, and you know what I'm saying? That cat was that cat. Like, I would be chilling here, editing a video, the cat would just jump and sit in my lap and sleep. I was like, oh my god, I've never experienced this before. So, yeah, man, I really want to adopt a cat. I don't even care what kind of cat it is, bro. Whether it's an orange tabby, just a straight midnight black cat. I might want to get is it a Sphinx cat? Like, you know, the Sphinx cat, the one that like Beerus looks like. I think Beerus is based off of that. No, maybe he is. Yeah, no, yeah. You see how I'm all over the place. But yeah, I really want to get a cat, guys. It's just the timing of things. Like, oh, do you want it now or what? But like I said, don't be surprised if I just pull up on the stream. It's like, hey guys, here's the cat I adopted. Could happen, man. Didn't you have a cat years ago? We did adopt a cat well, I don't want to say we adopted a cat. My brother just brought it home. He was like, hey, my friend's cat had kittens. We're keeping this one. I was like, okay. But unfortunately, I don't know what it was about the cat's fur, but he was really allergic to it. And my sister started having like really bad like asthma with that cat in particular. It was so weird, and it only happened when the cat was living in the house for an extended period of time. So we were like, all right, so what do we do with this cat? Well, let's just take the cat out of the house. Let's clean up the house. Let's see if it's actually the cat or it's something else. And sure enough, when we let our neighbors hold on to the cat for a little bit and we cleaned up the house, vacuumed it, and all that good stuff, their breathing problems went away. So it was something about the cat's fur. So unfortunately, we did have to give that cat up for adoption. It's something that I don't really like to do as a pet owner. But that was something we had to do because of the health of two people in the family. That was back in like 2015, 2016, around that time. Siamese cats? Yeah. Sphinx are bald. Yeah, I don't mind having a bald cat. They're cute. Let's see. $5 super chat from the homie Ryazaki Koizumi. In a way, I'm giving my friend a Christmas gift. I'm building him a surround sound system. In return, he's giving me a Sword Art Online Asuna figure. Dude, that's great. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that gift giving doesn't always have to be, hey, here's a gift. If you're giving somebody your time and your labor and your expertise, like here's the thing, like perfect example, like building a surround system. People think it's so simple, but first off, knowing what type of sound system to get, number one, that's paramount. Number two, knowing how to wire that around to your particular setting, because everyone else is different. So if you're going out of your way and you're doing that, that's your time, and that is a gift, bro. Like I hate when a lot of people think that like, oh, if you're like, they try to rate certain things. Like I kind of got into this with one of my coworkers years ago, because I'm the type of person where if I'm driving, right? Let's say, for example, like I don't mind driving my coworkers home if it's on the way, but that's just because it's on the way. But if I was to go out of my way and drive like 30 minutes the opposite direction to take you home, and then you expect that, and then I stop doing that because it's like, yo, I can't do this. I got to be up early tomorrow morning, blah, blah, blah. People think you acting different or brand new. It's like, I hate when people try to attach like stipulations to favors. Like that's just the weirdest fucking thing in the world. Like I am that type of person where I'm not the type of person to say this car gas tank doesn't run on friendship. But if I'm constantly like picking you up all the time to do stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like it's kind of like one of those unspoken rules with the homies. Like perfect example. If I'm scooping people up in the whip and we going out for a night of drinks, common sense would be, yo, my homeboy, he's doing this. Like, you know what? I'm gonna cover part of your tab, or I'm gonna buy you a shot or whatever. That's just what me and my homies do. But some people out there, they got it in their mind like shit is free around here. Like, nah, shit is not free around here. If I do something out of the kindness of my heart, that's one thing. I don't expect anything. But if I'm constantly doing something, it's like, nah, fam, that ain't it. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because my mama raised me like, if somebody gives you 10, give 11. Maybe that's what it is. But some people are just very comfortable with taking advantage of folks. And thankfully, like my mom taught me from a very age, do not be taken advantage of. Because there are people, because she said this, nobody will ever say they're taking advantage of you. Period. And as a kid, I didn't understand it. And then when I grew up, I was like, oh, it makes a lot of sense. Eternals had more endings than Return of the King. Oh shit. Yeah, it definitely had a few different endings. Because there was one ending, you thought it was over, then there was another, and then there was a fucking another. Yeah. Yeah, like for example, Randall Thor, he gifted me Guardians of the Galaxy. He had that code, it was just sitting there. He didn't have to do that, but he did. But you know what I did afterwards? I tried my best to pay it forward to somebody else in my life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because that's just what we do, man. Neo, I gotta repeat this. It feels like Saturday is when almost everyone streams. Yeah, that is, bro. Saturdays are a busy day. I mean, obviously, if you look at the workflow cycle, 9 to 5, Saturday, Sunday off, that's when a lot of people, that could be their only time to stream, Saturday and Sundays. So yeah, I can understand that. Like the homie Mav is streaming, right? I think he's still streaming now. I'm not sure if he has another show happening afterwards. And then at 9 o'clock, my homeboy PTK Blam, they're having their podcast. Jack Moo was streaming earlier. Yeah. Hold on. I think Grimdark, you asked me a question. Yeah. Have you read Arabian Nights, which is the source material for Aladdin? Bits and pieces. Just bits and pieces from way back in the day. Because I'm one of those people where it's like, if I read something when I'm younger, I like to reread it when I'm older to see if I still feel the same way. So like I read like snippets of Arabian Nights. I want to say like 2010, 2011, 2012. Because I remember around the time I got my first smartphone. So this was like 2011. When I got my first smartphone, I started like doing, you know how you go down a rabbit hole of something, whether it's YouTube videos or Wikipedia articles. I remember I had rewatched Aladdin around that time, and I started just getting into the lore and deep diving. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is what it's actually based off of. And then I did my reading. I only read bits and pieces of it, so I don't remember if I really enjoyed it much. I mean, I knew it was very different, obviously. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is fantastic, bro. My sister bought so many Lord of the Rings books, right? I think she bought The Hobbit as well. I'm not so sure if she did, but she's like, to this day, my sister has never watched The Lord of the Rings. She hasn't watched it. She hasn't read it. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, what the fuck are you doing? Lord of the Rings is one of the... Bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is that shit. And so what I did was when I bought the 4K versions of the movies, I let her hold on to my Lord of the Rings Extended Trilogy Blu-ray, which is one of my favorite Blu-rays in my collection, man. It's just so beautiful. It's literally like hours upon hours upon hours of content. I'm not just talking about the movies. I'm talking about the special features, the deleted, like behind the scenes stuff, deleted scenes. All that stuff is great. Like, I'm one of those people where I love watching movies to watch movies, but I love seeing everything that went into making those movies. The first Iron Man movie is one of my favorite Blu-rays because it has this incredible, extensive, almost documentary about everything Iron Man, and then what they had to do to bring it to the screen, like screen test, testing the Mark 1 suit with the fire. Dude, I live for that shit, man. That stuff is so cool. Oh, you didn't like Eternals, POTC? Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a very polarizing movie, man. It definitely would have worked a lot better as a Disney Plus series. But I'm not sure if we would have gotten the scale and scope of the series if it was a TV show. I'm not sure. But then again, this is Disney, and they're pouring a lot of money into these Disney Plus shows. I mean, if you look at the budget of something like Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision, they don't look like they should cost that much. But obviously, a lot of that does go to the cast and everything. Somebody said reading the Silmarillion is like reading the Bible. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, like I said, people just say some random shit online, Grimdark. But that's the best part about reading. There's so many different styles at hand. Like, not everything is going to be very straightforward. Some things have jumping narratives, and it makes things interesting. Different styles of literature. What is the type of person that you'd like to marry someday? Bring back what you said about the dream. Okay, yeah, so good question. Okay, so wait, how long? I just looked at my screen for a second. I got distracted. We've been going for almost 2.5. Bro, how have we been going for almost 2.5 hours, y'all? This shit is crazy. Time is going by quick, but it's fucking awesome. Shout out to y'all. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Can we hit 100 likes before the end of the night? I'd really appreciate that, y'all. But to answer your question, type of person I like to marry, I'm a very simple dude, as you guys know. Like, I don't need to have the baddest chick in the world. I don't need no supermodel. I just need somebody that loves themselves for themselves and they love me for me, right? And then from there you can talk about standards. Like, obviously I'd want somebody who takes care of their physique. You don't have to look like a bikini competitor, but you know, you have to keep yourself in shape. You have to stay active, because I stay active, and I'm not one of those people that's all about looks, but I do care about looks. And I feel like if you don't care about looks, that says something about you. You don't got to be like one of these Hollywood celebrities where that's all they care about, but you know, you got to make sure that you're taking care of your skin, your nails, your teeth and everything. You know, making sure your hair is on point. And if people spend so much time on their hair and all that stuff, but they don't care about anything else in their body, I'm like, that's kind of fucking weird, you know? So someone that got to be in shape, because, you know, if I work out, if I spend all this fucking time doing that, I'd want my significant other to do that. We don't got to train the same, but we at least have to be active for ourselves and also for health reasons. That's it. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I want to make sure I live as long as I can. And part of that does come with exercising a couple times per week and eating a balanced diet. Other than that, like, you know, like everything else comes back to standards. You know, you got to make sure, you know, like you have everything in order that needs to be in order. So, hey, what's going on, Bobby? Welcome to the stream. And shout out to everyone else who's been joining in between. Shout out to y'all. So where was I on this? I'm sorry. I see one of the homies, I get distracted. Yes, personal hygiene is very important. That's true. Shit, where was I? So I was talking about significant others and what I want. So obviously I got the oh, we were talking about standards and stuff, right? You got to get your shit in order. So you have to have some type of stability in your life, or at least working towards proper stability. So whether that's a job, or whether you're in school for something, your degree, trade school, working on a business, having passion and drive. Those are the things that I look for in a significant other. Something that legitimately makes you happy and you're dedicated and passionate about it, while focusing on all the things that come with being an adult, unfortunately. Like making sure your bills is paid, making sure you're not a delinquent on those things, because financial literacy is extremely underrated, and it's something that I've been pushing become a normal conversation with folks, but folks don't want to hear that. They like the idea of financial literacy and learning about your credit score and all that stuff, but they don't actually apply and execute those things. When it comes down to things like personality, I gotta be with somebody who I can laugh with, right? We have to have similar senses of humor, because I'm gonna be real. If, like, you know how, and I'm sure every single race has this, but you know how, like, when someone's wilding out and about in public, you know how black people just got this weird telepathy where they just like look at each other and they're just like, what the fuck, you see what this person's doing? Like that type of shtick where we can laugh about some stuff, we can maybe make some risque jokes. Like, I can't be with someone who they gotta police me about like the little tiny things about jokes. Like I that's not fun to me. Now, obviously, everyone's style of humor is going to be different. You know, I'm not out here making like sexist jokes at people. I'm not making racist jokes, but every now and then I'll make like a funny joke, like Flame, for example, right? Flame and I'll be talking and everything, and I'll be like, Flame, you fucking horny, man, horny, lonely son of the bitch. Like, you know, funny shit like that. Obviously, Flame knows it's a joke. But like if she came up to you saying you shouldn't talk to your friends like that, and I'm like, the fuck? That type of shit I'm not cool with. What else? You gotta go to therapy, or at least have been to therapy. Whatever shit that you have figured out, like you haven't figured out in your life, you need to talk to somebody about it, or at least talk to me about those things. I think that therapy is extremely underrated, and a lot of people don't go to it because, you know, they're scared about things, which is obvious. You know, it's scary to confront your demons, especially demons you didn't know you had. So being open and honest. I love how I'm the only example. I just love picking on you, Flame, because you're cool. You're one of the homies, man. But again, if Flame ever had an issue with it, oh, here's another one. Communication is very big. So if there's something that is bothering you, we got to talk about that as soon as possible. Maybe not right then and there for out and about at a dinner, but we need to discuss this. We need to have an open conversation, a dialogue. So like, let's say I'm doing something that she doesn't like, that I don't know that she doesn't like it. We need to have an open conversation about that. Like, so if I said something about Flame, and he DMs me saying, yo, bro, that wasn't cool, could you ease up on those jokes? I'd be like, you know what? I respect you. I can't do those jokes anymore because it hurts Flame's feelings, and that's fine. So communication is a big part. Not having an ego, that's another one. Like every single one of my friends will tell you that I don't have an ego. I don't. So there's just certain things. Like I don't think I am better or holier than anybody else. I don't think that my shit smells any better than anybody else. And I'd expect the same for somebody else. We got to have the situation, like those tough conversations. We need to have them, and we can't just brush them off like it's nothing. $5 super chat coming in from Marcus Doyle Terrell. Why do people cap and pretend looks aren't important? It's all about their personality. Cap. The first thing you look at is not a person's personality. And that's a fact, Marcus Doyle Terrell. Looks do matter. I don't care what people say. Looks do matter. Of course, looks are only on the surface level. You can have the most beautiful person, but they could be the shittiest person at the same time. But I'm gonna be real. I am not sexually attracted to just somebody's personality. For me, it's very much so a physical thing too. It's the combination of things. If you look really good and you have an incredible personality to boot, then fuck yeah, perfect combination. But for a lot of people saying, I don't really care about people's looks, and I'm like, okay, cool. So why don't you go to a Magic the Gathering convention, or you go to a Smash Bros convention and pick out somebody from there? Do you think they're going to do that? No, they're not going to do that. I know some people are saying, why do you always pick on the Super Smash Bros fandom? I was like, I don't, bro. It's just, this is the nature of who they are. Like, I'm sorry, it smells. It fucking stinks. So, yeah, looks are very important. It's not the only thing, but it's in a combination of a lot of things. That's why most of y'all are going to be single forever. Standards are set way too high. And I mean, yeah, that's true. Some people can have unrealistic standards, and that's fine. They're going to end up alone. But I think on some level, there has to be some type of, there needs to be some level of compromise between what your standards are. But I don't think what I'm asking for is really too unrealistic, you know, just to keep yourself in shape, make sure you got your shit together, be funny. Like, to me, those are the things. That's it. I'm only smug as a literary snob since I can read Latin. Listen, not that many people can read a dead language, Grimdark. So like I said, if I ever need any consultation, Grimdark is the first person I call up. I just be like, okay, we doing this movie. Go. Yeah. No, Slick, I know what you're saying, bro. I know you were talking about in general. Yeah. What about you guys? What are some of your things that you look for with your significant other? Things you found out about yourself? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Just recently went to a therapist. Best thing I've done for my mental health. Oh, congratulations, Dark Prince. I'm happy for you, dude. It's extremely underrated, just actually confronting those demons. So all the best to you, my friend. I hope you saw what you were looking for. You got what you were looking for. Give Neo an Asian cougar and he'll be set. Hey. Ming Na, you listening? No, you know who's fucking beautiful? Gemma Chan. Oh my God. She's... Bro, ever since I saw Eternals, like, she's been on my fucking mind, man. She's gorgeous, bro. Oh boy, did you see that fucking Sneakerella movie trailer? What the fuck? Yo, tell me you trying to make a movie for niggas without telling me you're making a movie for niggas. That's literally what it was. Bro, did you see the writing staff on that movie? How you coming out with a movie called Sneakerella and the entire writing staff is white? That's fucking weird, bro. That's fucking weird. And it's because you called it Sneakerella too. Like, what? Be blunt about your issues. Absolutely. None of this, like, you have to infer what I'm saying. Like, none of that shit, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. I appreciate how deep you are in this topic, Neo. I appreciate that, POTC. And one of these days, I will find a nickname for you. Potsy. I like Potsy. Yeah, you know, because it's fun talking about this gaming shit, but every now and then you want to discuss different stuff. I've been single for years because I know I'll ruin the next possible relationship I get myself in. Last girl I was with liked modern, young adult cowboy movies. Well, did you really ruin it, though? I mean, it just sounds like... I mean, yeah, if she likes... I mean, but to be fair, everybody has their own things that they like that others don't. I mean, yeah, most modern young A stuff is garbage. But I mean, if everything else is fine, if she likes that, if that's her guilty pleasure, that's not the worst thing. But yeah, the most important thing I would say is you got to make sure that you're also working on yourself. Like, yes, you can put all these standards on other people, but you got to make sure that you are hitting those standards as well. So how am I as a dude saying I want a girl who's in shape when I'm not in shape? That's fucking hypocritical. So certain things that I work towards, I expect with my significant other. Like that'll be the extent of my standards. If I can't adhere to it, then why would I put that on anybody else? Yeah, a lot of people have told me to check that out, Big Nate, so I'll probably add it to the list. I look for a significant other who is open-minded, willing to talk things over, and has a level of fitness to their routine and creativity that we can connect to. Absolutely, Maddie. We're in the same camp, bro. We're in the same camp. How are the honeys down in Australia, bro? I might have to take a trip. Just got word that an unannounced Atlas game got rated in Australia. That could be literally anything, though, now that I think about it. Because, you know, Atlas does, like, they work on a lot of stuff, and they also publish a lot of stuff. $2 super chat from Blue Senshi 19. I'm now a Super Saiyan God in Xenoverse 2. Oh, you finally unlocked it. Congratulations, Gustavo. Congratulations, bro. At Trader Joe's picking up mac and cheese. Yo! My brother works at Trader Joe's, man. Brother works at Trader Joe's, and he's always bringing back some cool shit, bro. I love Trader Joe's. If I could ever get sponsored by Trader Joe's, I would not accept any money. I would just say, just send me a box of groceries every month. Like, that's literally me. Yo, Neo, I barely speak in the chat, but sometimes I comment talking to you about Yu Yu Hakusho and anxiety, and you always usually reply, and you're very compassionate towards others' feelings. Big thanks, bro. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, KCX. Yeah, like, well, first things first, I try my best to answer everybody in here, so if I skip over your question, don't take it personal. There's just so many amazing people here. But, dude, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of my all-time favorite series, so I love talking about that with people. Like, do I need to do this? Do I need to fucking do this? We gotta show the GOAT. We gotta show the GOAT on screen. All 4 volumes on Blu-ray, man. I want to buy them steelbooks, but I'm not in the... Like, I would literally just buy the steelbooks to have them. But yeah, like, I try my best to talk to as many people as I can on here, and we talk about serious shit when it matters, like the topics of anxiety, topics of depression, feeling lonely, feeling lost in this world. We talk about a lot of shit here, because I know if I'm thinking about a lot of those things in my day-to-day, then I know everybody else is here. And I know some people come to streams or YouTube for escapism, and I understand that. That's fine. But if someone's in this stream and we're talking about this, and they have some serious stuff that they want to discuss, I'm absolutely going to give them a platform. I'm not going to sit here and say, that's not the vibe of the stream. Because this is just chatting, man. This is just chill vibes all around. And y'all have been fucking with me while you're going through all your shit. So what kind of person am I going to be to deny you this time to speak your piece on things? You know? So absolutely, man. I appreciate you leaving that comment, man. And all the best to you, bro. All this single nigga talk couldn't be me. Listen, not everybody can be Don Otaku, happily married to his waifu, just got back from his honeymoon. Not everybody can be on the level of Don Otaku, but one day I'll strive to be on your level, bro. One day. And listen, when I get married, you guys, quote me on this, that wedding will be live streamed, and you guys, y'all will be able to watch along. You'll be like, oh, my man Neo. We're gonna live stream that shit, bro. It'll probably be like the first wedding I've ever seen that's been live streamed. That's like the weirdest thing you think of, you know? Like, who the fuck will live stream a wedding? Well, we gonna do it. NGS is a priest, y'all. Oh, God. No, I mean, I know I need to get those Yu Yu Hakusho steelbooks, but like right now, there's more things I want to spend my fun money with than just buying something just to put on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't own the Yu Yu Hakusho Blu-rays, I probably would. Or if they, for some ungodly reason, put it out in 4K, I'd rebuy it in 4K. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's not possible. Speaking of Yu Yu Hakusho, they're making a live action movie. Yeah, let's not speak about that. $4.99 coming in from the homie Staggervore. Speaking of Yu Yu Hakusho, damn, you talk about Yu Yu Hakusho in the hood, come the fuck out. I love it. Have you seen the 2018 OVA? Yeah, I actually saw that recently, honestly. I thought I'd watched it before, but then I looked at my watch list and I was like, I only watched like a couple of minutes of this shit. But yeah, I finally did check it out and I enjoyed it. But man, I'm one of those people where Yu Yu Hakusho, I think they could actually do a reunion special, like a comeback feature length animated movie with the cast, and they can make that shit work. So because I was talking about this with my sister, right? I was talking about this with my sister because, you know, I make no type of I don't try to hide the fact that I'm not a big fan of what they've been doing with Yashahime, which is the sequel series to Inuyasha. I don't like what they're doing with that show at all. It's just one of those cash grabs sequels trying to ape off in nostalgia with nothing compelling attached to it. So that's a lot of those series. But I was talking like, what would an Inuyasha reunion special look like where it's just the main cast? Like, what would they actually do? Because they defeated their big bad. And the thing about Inuyasha is that it doesn't really have arcs where you have consistent villains. Like, you'll have, like, the biggest villain in the show is Naraku. And of course you have the Band of Seven, but the Band of Seven is related to Naraku. So, but throughout the show, there really aren't like, you know how you have villains in Naruto, like, okay, you have Zabuza here, and then you have Orochimaru, and then you have Pain, and all, like, you know, you have arcs that have villains. Dragon Ball, you have Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, things like that. But with Inuyasha, there's only ever been one main villain, so how would you do a comeback movie or special? Are they just gonna fight some random Joe Blow? That's not fun. But I think with Yu Yu Hakusho, you can sort of get away with that because the way the show ended, it was a really happy ending for the group, but you could still do shit because everyone is still active. And if you create like a really compelling villain, that's because there has never been one villain tied to the Yu Yu Hakusho lore like it was Inuyasha. I think it could work. I think it could work with them getting the group back together. Like, that would be such a fun thing, man. Like, just set it 10 years later. 10 years later after, how old were they? I think they were, what, 17, 18 by the end of the anime? So put them in then like 30, and they just got to get the band back together to just kill one more demon. Like, I would love that shit, bro. Fucking love that shit. Let's see. I believe that if you already saw something happen on a dream, you are somehow tied to that. No matter what you do to try to stop it, it's inevitable. I talk by experience. Damn, this man sounded like Thanos in the chat. Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of the dreams I've had have somehow come to fruition. It's the strangest thing. Even if the circumstances have changed, I still experience those moments. It's very strange. You need to be a therapist in some way. LOL, for real, man. You know the crazy thing is, KCX? People say I need to be a therapist. People say I need to be a public speaker. People say I need to be a voice actor. There's all these professions and I just don't know what to fucking do. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Father Chris. Father Chris, Father Neo. Are you hyped to see Uncle Ben get murked for the 5th time on that Spider-Man cartoon? Bro, if they're going to kill Uncle Ben again, they got to make that shit grandiose. I'm talking like, set up a row of shooters and just clap him right then and there, bro. That's it, man. Yu Yu Hakusho could be in 4K if the original cells have been preserved. Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of animation. A lot of them, they don't have the original masters of it. Especially a lot of the old cartoons. A lot of people ask, are these ever coming to Blu-ray? A lot of those started out on film, but then they were mastered on like standard definition tapes. So for a lot of those things, the highest quality we have available is like 360p or 480p. Like, I would love to see a lot of classic cartoons come out on Blu-ray, but film preservation, there's definitely a bigger emphasis on film preservation as opposed to a lot of old TV shows and cartoons, unfortunately. Oh god, dude, Asbel, the Shishomaru disrespect, him getting together with Rin, let's just not talk about that. If you do have the wedding live stream, Sanctuary from Kingdom Hearts 2 has to play during the wedding. I don't know if I'd play that, man. Maybe I'd definitely play that on the dance floor. That'll be in the playlist. Definitely. But I don't know, like, I can't really dance to Kingdom Hearts music like that. I can dance to like a simple and clean remix. That's the straight hype beast, but nah, I can't really dance to all those songs, man. You know what song I would definitely have in my wedding playlist? Hey Kids by the Oral Cigarettes. I believe that was the second intro song for Noragami. I know it's from Noragami, but yeah, it is the second one. Yeah. But I would definitely have that. That's one of the most hype anime songs out there, man. You just get straight jiggy with that shit, bro. $4.99 from Staggervore. I feel the unofficial Dragon Ball AF story would have worked better as a real show. Dragon Ball Super felt more like fan service. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, AF, like, yeah, it was weird, but it was different. I'm saying maybe they could have done something with that. I don't know. But what we got with Super is they have to appeal to the fandom. They got to give them what they want. They got to bring back some iconic shit for the sake of while trying to do new shit. Super is just a jumbled mess, man. There's some good aspects to it, like towards the end, but just what you got to sit through to get to that good stuff. It's nah, they didn't think that shit through. Literally on the dance floor. Yep. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts music is mostly chilling, man. Like even the spoken songs, it's just chill stuff. Straight up. Yeah, Noragami is a great show, man. I wish we get more of that. More of that, more Soul Eater, more Yona of the Dawn. But I think the reason why they're not doing Yona of the Dawn is because they want to wait till that shit's finished before they do another anime. Because then we'll get stuck right back where we were. It's like when the Yona of the Dawn anime ends, it's like the story is just beginning. Like what the fuck? Let's switch up how Uncle Ben dies. When we meet Tom Holland Spider-Man, he already has his powers. So what if Uncle Ben found out and got kidnapped and they wanted the identity of Spider-Man? Well, that's different, but he'd still have to die in a sense, you know? He would still have to die. It's just the parameters are really different. And I kind of think the beautiful part about Uncle Ben dying in the comics, in the Raimi movies, in the Andrew Garfield movies, is that he died and Peter felt responsible for it. Because, you know, Peter was going through a lot of shit at the time. And obviously, like, his uncle dying was not his fault, but he still felt it, right? I think there is just something so interesting about Peter having these powers, knowing he could have saved his uncle if he had just been there, and just Uncle Ben not knowing. Like, he probably, Peter's thought to himself, what does Uncle Ben think? You know, is he looking down on me, and is he proud of me for what I'm going through? You know, like I feel like there's just something better with them not knowing, you know? Like, I don't really need them to change the Uncle Ben origin if they are going to do something different. Like, for me, doing something different with Spider-Man is... I don't know why Google Assistant just activated for some reason, but to me, doing something different with Spider-Man, you don't have to change the stuff that is established, the things that we know, like, because that's the foundation. Just leave that alone. Because changing it is not really going to inherently change too much about who Spider-Man is. Different stuff would be how he interacts with characters in the world, how he interacts with his rogue gallery, and all that stuff. Like, I thought it was really interesting tying Vulture to the MCU, Avengers, and Tony Stark. I thought they phoned it in when they did it with Mysterio, because it's like, okay, not everything needs to be Tony Stark, but doing something different, like tying it to Tony Stark, that makes things compelling. Those are the differences I'd like to see done in the MCU. We have 69 viewers right now. Nice. Well, remember, those cartoons, they don't really... A lot of the cartoons, they don't want to show sensitive subject matter like death. You know? Especially back in those days. You know what the weird thing is? Like, some cartoons were very okay with showing characters die, and then others were like, no, we can't do this. I'm going to be interested to see how they handle Miles in this universe, because the thing is, like, I don't mind them introducing Miles because of just how well he's been treated recently. Like, Spider-Verse movie, the Insomniac games, and his new comics have been good. But I don't think he's going to work in the context of the MCU, because one of the best parts about Miles is that he has an established Spider-Man to look up to, an older Spider-Man. Insomniac had like Insomniac has the perfect template for how to do Spider-Man and Miles, because this Peter Parker has been established for like 5+ years. And then after that time, you have a Miles Morales come around. He's just like, oh my God, this man's Spider-Man. Like, just look at their first interaction in that game. It was beautiful. You can't do that in the MCU because this Peter Parker he's not Spider-Man. Like, he's Spider-Man in the sense his name is Spider-Man, but he ain't do Spider-Man shit. Like, it wasn't until Far From Home where he beat his first villain by himself. So how are you going to introduce a Miles in there? What, it's just going to be 2 kids Spider-Man going around? Like, how in the fuck is Peter going to deliver Spider-Man advice to Miles when 2 minutes ago, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see Miles being done in this universe in the way that we would want it. I'm not saying killing Peter Parker, but I'm saying like the mentor-mentee, you can't do that. Like, there has to be a lot of time. Yeah, it would have been nice to get like a Yu Hakusho epilogue scene, but I don't know. I feel like it's still beautiful the way it ended with everyone like back together again. Spoilers for a 30-year-old anime. Yeah, exactly, Stagger. You gotta wait until he's fully established. But the thing is, I don't think we're ever going to get that, man. Just because of the way Sony is right now with Spider-Man, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of No Way Home, they take Spider-Man out of the MCU and they just shove him into Morbius and Venom and all that stuff. Like, exclusively. Like, if you ever want to see Spider-Man again, it's gonna be in those films, the Sony Marvel movies, rather than the MCU. Like, I just have this weird feeling, man. Tom Spider-Man kind of stole traits from Miles Morales. Miles in the MCU would probably just be the same age and a different Spider-Man. Yeah, he definitely acts more like Miles, at least in the beginning. And then also, we know Miles exists in the MCU because the Prowler exists. You know, he's played by Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. He says, I have a nephew around here, which means that even if the nephew is like, let's just say a couple years younger than Peter, like let's say he's like 7 or 8 or something, that still ain't shit, bro. Like, that's not a big age gap. And at that point, he's just seeing Spider-Man start out. Like, there's got to be some years in between where we can see like an adult Spider-Man, then he can mentor. We'll see what they do, though. Alrighty, so I'm thinking it's about time we wrap up the stream for the night, you guys. We've been going for almost 3 hours, and your boy Neo, he's got to get himself some food. Food, drama, atmosphere this Saturday night. I don't know, I might go out later tonight. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming through to the stream. Actually, let me just answer the last few things. I saw a couple comments coming in real quick. All right, so we'll go for 5 more minutes. Grimdark says, Colin Farrell's makeup prosthetics for Penguin looks so good. His career really took a hit with Oliver Stone's Alexander the Great movie from 2004. Yeah, you don't really see Colin Farrell in too many incredible movies. But what I'm seeing in that Batman film, bro, dude, the makeup, the prosthetics, the fat suit, it's fucking incredible, man. Like, I love what they're doing with a lot of the shit in that film, bro. I cannot fucking wait. I almost went through an entire stream without hyping the fuck out of the Batman movie, but then Grimdark brought us back. I love it. Why on earth would Insomniac Games change Peter's face for the PS5 remaster? So, according to Insomniac, if you believe the words that are coming out of their mouths, it has to do with incompatibilities with Yuri Lowenthal's facial captures and the captures of the actor they used to have before, Bubniak was, I believe, his name. So they had to get a new facial actor for that. Apparently, it's something technical, mumbo jumbo, jarbo. You know, I don't pretend to know these things. But that's what Insomniac said. I mean, it does kind of suck, though, because it is a jarring difference between the two of them. And the new one definitely does look more... He looks more marketable. I'm not saying he looks exactly like Tom Holland, but he looks in that ballpark of sorts. I felt like the other actor, he just looked more distinct. Like he had his own look to him, which is something you want when you're crafting these universes. But, you know, I've already gotten used to the new face of the actor. It's still so fucking weird, though. Like, golly. Yes, you have a good one too, Bobby. Take it easy, broski. Before we wrap, Forza Horizon 5 Game of the Year. There, I said it. Oh, see, Lewis is taking that to the bank, bro. LOL for real. Neo for Spider-Man director. Listen, I don't even know if I'd want to be a director, a writer, or even a consultant. Like, I wouldn't mind being a consultant, but this is all fucking big picture, long-term stuff when crafting a universe, and I don't think any of these companies really want to do that with Spider-Man, bro. That's what sucks, man, because Spider-Man is a universe in of itself. You don't even need to have Spider-Man messing with Marvel characters for a Spider-Man story to be great. But this is the world we're living in now. It's like, oh, y'all wanted MCU, so here's Spider-Man the MCU. It's like they took the Spider-Man out, but they just gave us the kid. All right. Let's see. Best thing we'd hope for is that Sony gets bought out by another company and then Marvel would have full control over Spider-Man and related characters. Honestly, I don't know, man. My hope is that after No Way Home, they do another set of Spider-Man movies where he's in college. He doesn't really have too much. There's not that much connective tissue to the other MCU characters. And he just lives his life, bro. He just lives his life in his little rinky-dink apartment. Maybe has a relationship with Mary Jane. And he just goes, fights his next batch of villains. That's my hope. But we'll see how it pans out. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Some people are already saying their goodbyes. What's a good place to DM you? So if anyone wants to get in touch with me for whatever reason, the most surefire bet would definitely be through Twitter, because Twitter is like my favorite social media platform. So I'm always on Twitter. So send me a DM on Twitter. If not, email is the best approach, because I don't really check Facebook like that, and I know not everyone's on Instagram. So yeah, Twitter DMs or sending an email to my business email, which is in the video description. Let's see. And we have a last minute $5 super chat coming in from Tyrick Jackson. How come Trunks wasn't able to require a shutoff switch like Cell's timeline counterpart to defeat the androids? Honestly, that's just one of the questions that, you know, it's like one of the things that you ask yourself after the fact, and is it a plot hole or is it not? I think it's just one of those things when it comes to writing where you kind of have to roll with it. Like there's some things where you're watching movies where you question, why didn't they do that instead? Like, it's not like a major decision, but it's like one of the smaller things attached to it. And I think it just comes down to the story that the writer is writing. And then when you think about it long term, when you think about everything long term, there are situations where if you changed one thing, everything would unravel. And I guess maybe that's by design. I don't know. I'm not Toriyama. But yeah, you guys, that wraps up this week's episode of Ask Neo. We had so many people active in the chat tonight. So many people. So I want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that like button. We are at 96 likes right now. I'm not sure if we'll get to 100 by the end of this stream. Fingers crossed. I hope so. Shout out to all the super chats as well. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And in general, thank you guys so much for coming through and kicking it with me. You know, this Saturday, this is one of my favorite highlights of the week, just hanging out with y'all. You know, just talk about all this good stuff. All of y'all bringing up my mayo eating, which apparently is a thing for the channel now. And, you know, just all the horny people in the chat, from Flame to NKDN to all y'all folks. Y'all got to go hit up Pornhub after this. Just please get this out of your system beforehand. Shout out to all the mods. Asbel Lant, Flame, Dibwit Monkey. All y'all guys just doing God's work. Thank y'all so much. And before we go, we've got to do something that has become standard on the Ask Neo streams. We've got to have ourselves a hydration check. Now, what is a hydration check for y'all wondering? A hydration check is essentially my way of keeping y'all accountable of drinking motherfucking water, because we do not drink enough water, especially as the person who's been talking for 3 hours straight. I definitely need a lot of water. So grab your favorite water, H2O beverage of choice, whether it's sparkling water, whether you've got a little Crystal Light in that bitch, whatever it is, just make sure it's not water. Wait, what? No. I said make sure it is water and not fucking vodka, because I know we got a lot of alcoholics in this chat. Unfortunately for tonight, I only have a little bit of water because I was sipping on this through the entirety of the stream. So it's going to be a very weak hydration check from your boy Neo, but you saw me drink this whole shit on stream. You know the vibes. Oh, we got a last minute $2 super chat coming in from Hidden Gem Gamers. I just pledged your $50 tier on Patreon. Oh my god, thank you so much for that. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, y'all just the fucking best. Oh my god, it's just fucking, I love you guys so much. But yes, so we're gonna finish up with the hydration check. This man says chugging lotion again. Oh, Bree just came through last minute. There's always one. There's always one person that comes through last minute. But I hope you enjoy the rewatch later, because it was a really good stream, sis. But yeah, why are y'all drinking some wild shit in the chat? This man said I'm gonna drink some Crystal D. Hey yo, this man said he gonna drink. Does your wife know you about to drink the D tonight? Does your wife know you about to drink the D tonight? I guess that's what the D in Don Otaku stands for. Jesus. Chug the mayo. No, and I'll chug some mac and cheese before I chug that mayo. But yeah, so here we go. Look at this tiny ass hydration check from me, man. Fucking hell. This is literally like, I'm just looking at this in the future. This is all the water I'm gonna have when I'm in the desert. Terrible. Anyways, on the count of three. No, Neo, count. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hydration. Hydrated. But yeah, you guys. Everybody, enjoy your evenings. Enjoy your afternoons. Enjoy your mornings. Get a lot of gaming in. Get a lot of TV show watching in. Work on yourself, whether that's your side hustle, your mental health, your physical health. Have a lot of sex. Please, have a lot of sex. Sex is great for you. Blow off a lot of steam. And for me to you for now, y'all, my name is NGS signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.